right, here we go. Things are recording. Test, test. Okay, so you guys are here. Bing. You've just decided to set up camp for the night. You have got your extra tag-alongs. 5 people you rescued from the hobgoblins, and a fellow that you rescued from dying from a poisonous snake wound. You
And
guys,
Aurelius.
you guys are making a habit out of like helping people on this road. I guess that's going to help your rep. I guess I don't know. So what I would like you guys to do is there anything you'd like to do before you bed down for the night, or you guys you want to talk about anything, or
I want to catch some fish like usual.
uh, yeah, there's not really a place to catch fish right where you are right now, but
Then won't catch fish. So
no, there's a puddle. There might be something in there, but I don't know. It's probably not big enough to eat.
The people that we've picked up, they all kind of have food and everything, though. We're not like,
They have nothing. They were robbed and
no, we told them
maybe
to
before
gather
we're
up.
doing camp, I would maybe just do a little hunting and see if there's something a little larger that we couldn't.
yeah, okay. You guys, whoever wants to do that, can make a survival check. If anybody's proficient in survival and wants to assist them, they can do that as well.
Oh,
You want to go?
Survival.
Okay. Go hunting. So that's advantage.
we're the best at survival. So
So you
Right.
guys are both proficient in it?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Oh, good.
I got +5. He gets +7, I think.
Yep.
My
Well-
sister as well, but I'm not, so it's kind of.
Now we have +7 with advantage, so
So
go
Farouk
for
and
it.
I will do a little hunting. How's
Oh,
a
wow.
25?
Yeah, you managed to range
Good.
not too far at all before you find a buck, good sized buck. That
18 point.
I don't really remember what that means, but yeah, lots
It's a
of
dude.
big horns.
A dude named Buck.
And
That's 18's a biggie.
It would
yeah,
be
well,
me.
maybe not that big, but still, it's
enough.
like, hey, you could just make a good story. Anyway, you fell that and do what you do to it, bring it back, and so you guys can have some nice fresh venison.
Very good.
You're close enough to Phandalin that if you can, cut it up and portion it out, and it'll still be fresh by the time you get back to
Absolutely.
Phandalin, and maybe you could get get Toblin and his family to cook up a nice venison meal for you guys or something, or a roast or something, or yeah. So you managed to feed everybody, and you guys have all got water to share and things like that. So it goes pretty good. You guys set up your shifts for the night, and I always forget how that's going to go.
Humans on
One.
the ends. I think
Right.
I'm
So
four.
Braun in the middle and Finder in the middle.
Finder
Yeah, me,
second, Braun
Finder.
third.
Yeah.
Braun and then Nash. Okay.
Nash wakes up early.
Fair enough. Well, let's have a D20 roll from Nash. Or wait, who's doing it first? Farouk. Roll it up, buddy. Your fate in your own
Okay.
hands.
Nothing. Hopefully.
Very
Okay.
moderate.
Your session it goes by fairly well. It's still early evening. Weather's nice. It's very comfortable. Okay, and then you switch off with Finder, who's going to roll.
He is indeed. Where is that little puppy? Boom. Haha, same again.
Oh, I know exactly how this is going to go.
Come on, Braun. Get to
I
him.
was thinking the same thing, Nash. Here comes a nat 20.
All right, Nash, roll.
My
Okay,
life is
Braun.
a joke.
I couldn't be bothered doing Braun.
Oh, not too bad.
Oh, that's probably something though.
16.
16. 16 is like, so it's an owl.
Let's see.
I knew I was going to get higher than 10, though.
That was a lead pipe cinch guarantee, man.
Yep.
1 second, guys.
Mhm.
Okay, we are that. Oh. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. All right. Nash, give me a perception check. Nice.
22.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yes, he sees it.
You hear it sounds like something fairly large is just flown over nearby your area, and then you can hear sort of some crashing sounds in some nearby trees.
Run to the like how near? Near enough?
How near are the trees that you hear the noise
Yeah.
in? Probably about 100 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna run over to the fire. Where is everybody? Finder's always in the tree, right?
Yeah, there's some
I'm
tents.
always by the fire.
There's some tents set up. I think
Yeah.
Braun has a tent that he sets up for himself, and
I do too.
Okay.
Yeah.
If he's by the fire, I'm gonna run over to the fire and kind of like on the way by, I'm gonna chuck a couple of logs or a couple of sticks into the fire just to get it a little more active and try and wake Farouk up.
Yeah, so you guys are in a sort of off the main road down into a sort of down an embankment, but there's a nice collection of like rocks that's kind of like a nice wind screen and a little copse of trees around you.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was about 100 or so feet off to the east of you guys is where you heard that. You didn't actually see what was flying, but it sounded big.
Yep.
What?
Try and get Farouk.
What?
Some of the trees east. Was it east? Did you say?
Yep.
Yeah. Something
I
big.
don my shield and grab my spear.
Yeah. Explain. Something flew overhead, landed in the trees over there.
I'll get Braun, you get Finder.
Okie dokie. I'll find Finder's tree.
I wrap my
I
one
always
end of
let you
my
guys know which
spear.
one I'm in, by the way. It's not like a big
Sorry, what-
secret.
It's like
What was that,
random. I gotta like.
I hit your chest with the butt end of my spear. Wake up.
Oh, I just got to bed. What?
Yeah. Something big flying trees nearby.
Flying trees.
He gets up, all creaky. Ugh. Still got his armor on. Grabs
Yep,
his
I
shield.
stick my armor. I take the hood off my spirits on my back.
Okay. And you are now lit up with a torch on top of your back. Everybody, give me a perception test. Except for you, Nash. You're good.
Okay. Perception.
Oh,
27.
Wow.
24.
Okay,
Boy.
guys. You freaking Freaky freaks.
Boo.
Let's see here.
The sonar
like-
bubble.
That's 2 19s and an 18.
Well, yeah, and you got +4, +5, and +8.
All right.
so
Well,
we're very-
Braun didn't do as good as you guys, but that's okay. Okay, so you can hear what it sounds like a bit of a struggle going on. You can hear some twigs snapping. You can hear some growling sounds, and sort of a, like a screaming animal, basically in pain and fear.
You guys ready?
I suppose so.
I don't know
Yeah,
what that
I can't
sound
see
was.
anything. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I suspect it's something large hunting. Do we really want to interrupt it?
Yes, because it's something large, so it might not get sated and come to us.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Should
start
at
moving
least
forward.
determine what it is.
What do you do?
I start walking forward.
Oh, you start walking towards it. All right. Braun
Shield
steps.
at the ready. Spear at the
Sneak. I'm sneaking. You guys
Yeah.
charge up if you want. but I'm
I'll
sneaking.
let
have a
him be the
torch on my
light.
back.
I'll sneak on the other side.
Okay, so you guys fan out.
Yeah.
We could just let them kind of scout it. Do you think, Farouk? I mean, I know you like to do things a certain way, but
I'm a rush in person. What can I say?
What's the light like
All right,
right now?
I'm good.
Where I was in the later
Yeah,
part
so
of the
it is,
morning. Are we starting to get?
Yeah, it's the last watch. So it's not light yet. It's still dark, but you can see sort of if you look at the horizon, sort of it's starting to lighten up just a little bit on the horizon.
Okay, so with adjusted eyes, I can see no
you can
details, maybe, but
Yeah, so basically, I would say with the stars in the sky and all that stuff, I would say if you're out in the open, it's a dim situation for you, okay?
eh,
Which means disadvantage on just about anything you try to do without a light source. If things change, like if you go into like a dense copse of trees or something like that, it's going to be a worse light condition for you. And of course, anyone with dark vision, it's as light as day out here right now. Everything's in grays and whites and blacks, but you can see lots. Okay, so are you still going to keep approaching Farouk?
Yep, I'm not going fast. I'm going about 15.
Okay, all right. Braun's right
But I'm
beside you.
not going to bother kind of stealth because I got a flame on my back. I can't stealth.
Braun's totally
I'm
doing like
stealthing.
the slow motion walk towards the fight superhero thing with right beside you as you guys are kind of walking in the direction, and these guys are
I'm doing
scampering
the
off to
shield spear, thing like phalanxes would do.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Braun holds up a shield too.
I'm trying to be stealthy, but not doing a great job.
Okay, so are we going? You say you're going 15. Are you
They'd be
guys?
going 15 because they're stealth.
Yeah, if you guys are going slow, I'm just trying to figure out who's going to get there first. This is all theater of the mind stuff because I don't have a map or anything right now. But
Clark has 35 movement. I have 30. You have 25. So I'm slowing down to the same speed as you, which would be probably 10.
right.
I'm stopping as soon as I see something. So
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
It
He's
just
my
sounds
light.
like it sounds like you're all kind of converging, and actually, Farouk and Braun might actually get there first because you guys are kind of panning out to the sides. But
Yeah.
that's just the way it is.
definitely,
Yeah, that's
definitely. If
But-
we're moving the same speed, then they're going to get there first.
You guys have a little bit better vision at night. So, you see, what looks like the large silhouette of some sort of a creature. You can see like folded bat-like wings. It's just a silhouette at this point. You can't make out what it is. And this is for Clark and Steve's characters. And it seems to be like it's diving in and eating something. Give me another perception test, you two. It's like the most called for roll ever.
not so good.
Okay.
Decent.
Yeah. Um, and that's what you see, and you can hear the chomping of bone breaking and flesh being rent.
Oof.
And it doesn't seem to. I mean, you guys are probably about 60 feet away, so it's just at the edge of your, superior vision.
I don't have dark vision.
Oh,
No,
you
he's
don't.
human like me.
No.
Oh, well then I'm gonna say that Steve sees that, and you just see motion and
Yeah.
hear the noises. Um, and Braun and Farouk are just sort of walking towards it. So it doesn't seem to be reacting right yet, but anything could change at any second here. So I guess Nash or Finder, is anything you'd like to do?
No, I'm gonna watch and see what happens here. Mostly, I want to know if it's trouble or not, and I don't have enough information yet. So I'm gonna sit and watch for a little while, as is my wont.
Size-wise?
Anyway, being an anthropologist.
Yeah, size-wise, it seems like it's probably large-sized. So, um, Venom Fang was large on the upper size of large.
Horses.
Yeah, animals probably like I don't know, large bears and things like that. But this is obviously something that flies. So, let me see here.
Well, if there's 2 legs, it's probably a wyvern.
You do
4 is
see
probably a dragon.
you do see like a tail swish there, Finder.
Okay.
It looks like it's got ridges on it or something along the lines of it.
Oh,
You
not
see
another
you see a
dragon so
flash.
soon.
You see a flash of fire, kind of light up and crackle for a few minutes before it kind of goes out.
What the F?
Dragon.
These random encounters, you never know what you're going to find. So Neil, you're hearing, Farouk, you're hearing some of this. You're hearing grunts, growls, snapping of bones as you guys are getting closer. Yeah, you see a little flare of fire in there too that kind of goes out like a little gout that goes out quickly.
Well, 20/20 is my vision with my flaming spear.
Yeah, I'm saying this is before you're right up there, so you have no vision, but I'm describing that you're hearing things and you think you're going to come upon this thing fairly soon.
Good.
Does that deter your... Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Unless it's that demon, I'm not really afraid.
Okay.
If it's a demon, I'll be wetting myself and running that way.
So as you get closer with your light, it sort of starts to light up the scene in this copse of trees, and you can see a couple of crashed down trees, and you see the first thing you see is a large goat head kind of turning in your direction with its big, not bovine, but big goat-like eyeball kind of looking at you, and you hear a bleh.
Did you roll a 16 or a 60, Clark?
Is this a chimera?
And
Is that what they are?
and then another head kind of pops up beside the goat head, and it snarls, and you hear the little roar of a lion, like the big thundering that you can hear for miles roar.
What there's 2 of them. I say to
Let's roll for initiative, guys, as the third dragon head rises up from where it was roasting.
I got a better idea. How about we pull up a map, put our guys on it so we can roll. Also put up the turn order.
Yeah, I suppose we could do that if you really wanted to, but
don't do it the fancy way.
Jeez. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna just pull up any sort of little grassland thing, like I have been doing. Unfortunately, I'm not as prepared as I'd like to be, but let's see.
Hey, Jim's used the same map for the last
I know.
7 encounters. So.
I know, it's awesome. We just change it a little bit each time.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's
Grassland. It's all the same.
Little
But we
tree
need
here,
some-
little tree there.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
some copses of trees.
Oh yeah, I do need cops of trees. So the one where we fought the ogres and hobgoblins, that had a copse of trees.
second. I'm gonna find. I just pulled it out of the archive, but I don't know where it landed here. I get too much on the go here. Let's try that again.
I'm gonna get another drink while you're trying to do
Yeah,
that.
go ahead.
Oh.
Restore. There it is. Restore. All right, let's see if one of these ones will do.
Surprised none of you guys have noticed
What?
that I haven't been going for smokes.
I didn't want to say anything.
Mm.
I didn't know.
Weeks ago.
I didn't know if it was time to say anything, Neil.
No, I used Champex. Quit for the last 3 weeks.
Come in.
It's all over the cravings because of it. So
That's awesome. Great. Congrats.
third time, it's a charm. But the first time was for 7 years. So.
So you know you can do it.
Oh yeah. It was just because stressful things happened both times that I started. Stupid me.
Okay. Let me see.
I
Okay.
would say that stress is 90% of the reason why people restart.
Yeah.
Well, that's the excuse they use anyway.
No, major stress will do that.
Ooh, yeah.
I know, it's pretty familiar. Okay, so
It's fun, man.
this
Once you put something new on it, it'll be good.
Yeah, this
You
big
are also overestimating my
trees here.
ability to recognize that.
Yeah. That's right.
It was only from a couple of weeks ago.
That's
pull
what
out
I
a little
suggested.
bit. Pull out a little bit. You guys have approached. All right, so I'm going to put it on there. I wonder if I even have one of those yet. Let me see.
Chimera.
You guys haven't encountered one yet. Rather than load every monster into Roll20, I'm sort of doing it as as needs be.
I can honestly say I have not encountered one in 5th edition period.
Okay, well, there you go.
It's probably since the 90s since I've ran into a Chimera.
So I will just do the thing that I can now do, and I'll go here, and I will choose that. Import. And Chimera. Oh, there's different types, apparently. All right, we'll just get this guy here. That'll bring in the token and everything for me, so wait.
So I'm assuming I'm within 40 feet, whereas I could see.
Okay. You can drag yourself on there and go ahead and put yourself right about here. 40 feet out. And Braun, I'll put him on there. And I'm going to say that you guys were kind of working parallel, Nash, so you're somewhere up on that side, and I guess Finder will be down on the other side a little bit.
That would bring him just into my 40-foot range.
10, 20, 30, yep. Yeah, all right, so, right, where's Braun? Players. Yeah, and Braun was just kind of walking along.
Beside me.
Like he was in a John Woo movie there beside you. And Finder, did you put yourself on there?
No. I did not yet. There we go.
Yeah, so we'll put you down, sort of down here. Down, and you guys were kind of split up, right?
No, I pictured that Nash and I were traveling together? Because I couldn't. I hear he can't see in the
Oh,
dark,
I
and I
can't
can.
see, so I'd follow
there you
him.
go. Okay, sorry about that.
That's
Okay.
okay.
All right, so there's where we are. And I'm going to do the thing. Oh, they totally changed around my version of the turn order too. It's got hit points and armor class, everything built into it. It's love it.
Ooh, fancy.
Love it.
Looks the same to me. Same to me, but
Yep.
awesome.
Now this guy's not showing any hit points for some reason, so that's weird.
Guess he's dead. Give us the experience now.
They're gonna make me look it up, the bastards.
Oh, I never noticed that before.
What's that?
On the character sheet, right below your name, it's public and to GM.
Yeah, so that's the same sort of toggle that I have. So that if I want to share my roles with the players, I can. If I just
So I
want to
could
share
do
it for me.
something like this, and only the DM should get what I just rolled.
That's right.
It says to GM above it.
Yeah. So I could pick somebody's pocket without them knowing.
That's kind of right, yeah. Okay. And this is going to be...
Also, it'd be good for death saves so that the players don't know how close you are to death.
Seems ominous that you mentioned that now.
I've seen a couple of different things on TikTok about D&D on how they do it, and one was the GM does all the death saves. Doesn't tell the party, doesn't tell the person making them. He just does it for them.
No,
So
I like you guys to know when you need to use hero points and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it's
but not
fair.
having the other players know for healing purposes and all that comes in. Makes it more realistic.
Okay. So let's... there. It should be sorted properly. Okay. So Nash, Farouk, Chimera, Finder, and Braun. Braun is just so great at rolling initiative. Oh, and it even tells
I usually fun too.
it even tells me down here difficulty easy. Let's see if it is. What do you do, Nash?
Well, with a sniper in the party, it's going to be easy.
Well, I don't. If I'm going first, and the only thing has happened is they've kind of looked at each other. I don't know what's going on, so I'm going to hold an action. I'm going to knock the arrow and be ready to go if that thing makes a threatening gesture of any kind.
Okay, held action. Got it. Farouk. Oh yeah, now when I click next, it automatically moves and centers the character and token and highlights it for me, which is great.
Oh, fancy.
I know, I love this thing.
I am going to go here.
Oh, you're just going right to it, eh?
Oh boy.
This is me.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, as you get closer and your light gets closer, you see it is a three-headed animal. Let's see if I can.
I say mother pus bucket.
Just so you guys know, that's 3 heads to mount on the wall.
Goat, a lion,
Now I know where you're thinking. Let me see here. Copy image address. This should work. This should work. Hold on a sec here. Image URL.
The goat seems out of place.
Did that do anything?
Yeah, I see a picture.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like. So yeah, red dragon head, red dragon wings, a lion body, goat head, and goat back hooves, and a dragon tail. All right, you move up to there, buddy. That's not close enough for you to really attack, though, is it?
Nope. But I'm going to use my action to dodge.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to do nothing. And I'm going to say, whoa, boy, we mean you no harm.
Is he trying to make friends?
All right,
I'm
give
making
me
the
a.
first move.
Let me see. How intelligent is this thing here?
The mimic spoiled him. He thinks he can make friends with everything.
Yeah.
We're gonna make pets out of everything.
Give me a. If you're genuine about this, give me an animal handling check.
Well, I am an animal handler, so
I heard that
21.
about you.
Okay.
Superb roll.
So it turns and looks angrily at you, and its head's kind of three heads are kind of splitting up, looking at the different opponents that are coming in at it. But it doesn't attack right away.
Okay, I get in a lower crouch almost, doing it like almost like a squat, and just go and just look at it, not hostilely, more inquisitively.
Okay. Anything else?
And I'm dodging his mash.
I'm just reading up here on this thing. Who goes next after that? Finder. You go
It.
ahead and
It
think.
does.
No, it's doing its
Oh.
thing. It's eyeing suspiciously and going into a defensive posture. So Finder.
Oh no. Once he started walking up to it and trying to calm it down, I'm like, let's see where this goes. I'm just gonna hide.
Not really.
I didn't say I was gonna hide well. Yeah, I'm just kind of tucking around behind a bush here or something like that. Watching, because this is fascinating. An unexpected twist.
Well, it is two animals.
Hey, go nuts, man! I was like, you could do it. I'm honestly, I'm rooting for you.
All right, Finder. You do nothing.
No, I hide. I
He
mean, I
does
don't
nothing.
attack. I don't know if you want to call that nothing.
Oh, you're trying to hide where?
Well, if I'm hoping for like tall grass or something here, and I'll kind of crouch right down behind it and watch from back there.
I would say this is kind of darker over here. I say if you move to there, you might be, or like move to
Will
here
do. Yeah,
and
will do.
kind of crouch down. And you rolled an 11 for your stealth, right?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Can't win them all.
Now it's Braun's turn. Is that pinging? It is pinging for
Yep.
you guys, isn't it? Interesting. I'm just learning how this new thing's working here. So it's Braun's go. He's not sure what's going on either. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Over sort of behind Farouk. Yeah, the ball's in your court, basically, is what he's saying, and everybody's kind of waiting to see what happens. So far, what's Nash going to do?
Same thing.
Okay, you're delaying an
hold
action.
the action and cover them.
So if the beast starts to act hostile, you will fire.
If we go, we go. But
What's the go
just
though?
wait.
I guess.
I guess if the beast does like an attack or becomes aggressive.
Okay, because you're like a hair trigger. You're just aiming. You've got
That's what I'm doing.
the string pulled back. Your arms up. You're ready to fire.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. The more I look at it, the more I don't like it.
Well, it's in my light now, so you can definitely see it.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Farouk.
I'm a fickle ranger.
I stick my spear in the ground, blade up, and I extend my arm and I go, "Come here, boy."
Okay.
I'm appealing to the cat in it. Come here, boy.
Cat.
All right. Give me another animal handling check if you want. That sounds like what you're trying to do is handle this animal. So
Yeah,
Oh, you're
most
gonna make him
definitely.
roll again? He got that 21, and now you're gonna make him roll a different one? Cruel.
Oh, then he
no, that's okay. It's not. It's not that. It's not that dependent on. I just wanted to see if that was could be a huge deal. You did roll a 1 on the second one, which isn't the best, but yeah, it kind of moves towards you. It's the lion head is just dripping with blood down off of it. It's all stuck to its fur and whatnot, and it kind of turns in your direction. The dragon head's kind of like swiveling off and looking. Uh, I guess kind of looking in your direction too, and
Yeah, they're all behind me now.
the goats kind of like looking off towards the north, watching those guys, bleeding a little bit as it goes. It comes forward a little bit. You can see it's sniffing, and then it leaps to attack. All right, now we're talking. Oh, I didn't switch that to him. Okay, so
I do not get to react because my spear's not in my hand.
no, you were trying a different tactic, and that's fine. Okay, so it's definitely attacking Nash. It's leaping at it. They see that the lion's head kind of turns sideways and opens its jaw and lunges for his neck, while the
You're
claw.
saying I'm sure that he's attacking.
Yes,
Do I want to stop
there
him?
is no way at this point that he's not going to collide with Farouk in
All
an
right.
angry, aggressive way.
Let's put an arrow into him.
Now the question: what kind of an arrow and what kind of a shot?
I assumed because I didn't say sniper shot right from the beginning that it would just be a normal shot.
You can do it
I
any
want
way
to
you
hit
want.
it, so I'm going to hit it.
I'm not going to be a dick about it. Go ahead, do it any way you want.
That's okay. I don't know what his armor class is, so let's just put an arrow into him. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 hits
Well, me
A
for
10 probably
7
wouldn't.
piercing.
7 piercing.
And you don't have disadvantage because, I mean, you can see him. He's the light in him, and he's lit up nicely, so
Very good.
it's all good that way.
He's also within the bright light too, both the animal and Nash.
Yeah. So, right, 7. All right. And now it's going to attack. So, this guy has got a couple of options that it can do. Let's see what that is. Nice. All right. So first, it's going to lead off with some fire breath from the dragon head. Let's see. Oh my! What is that?
That's my light. It went a little brighter than I was
I
expecting.
was going to say that's the most amazing fire breath I've ever seen.
I was just about to click a button, and that happened, and I'm like, "What?
That's gonna be a problem.
That's kind of annoying." Yeah, we get the idea. You got a torch lit. It is. It's quite. Yeah, it's quite bright. Yeah, I decided not to make this dark or anything. I mean, whatever. You can figure it out. Okay, so here it comes.
Walking down the street.
I need Braun. Let me see. 5, 10.
Oh, we did kind of line up.
Yeah,
Didn't
Braun and Farouk. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, pick that. Why don't you?
Braun.
Oh dear. No,
Doesn't
hero
surprise
points ain't
me.
even gonna save that.
That's kind of really annoying. I'm gonna have to move this over a bit more. There. Jesus. Dex save. Oh, you got a 2? Braun got a 2. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Let's see. Okay. So those who fail their saving throw take 38 points of damage.
Owie.
And that's just the beginning. Because now the bite comes in and the claws come in. Okay. Just going to make sure I do Brawn here. Minus 38. That was not fun.
Bloodied.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. Okay. And so you're going to get attacked by a claw. An 18 misses, right?
Yep. 21.
And here comes the bite from the lion head. 23.
That hits.
And you take 7 piercing damage. I know, 4. Got it. It's an old joke at this point.
That's why I didn't say it.
Yeah, that's it. So, and it's quite happy where it is. And Finder, it's your go.
No.
You see a gout of flyer just blast through your compadres there.
Yeah, you guys are looking like in rough shape now.
The trees are on fire around them, like the bushes and stuff.
Yoy.
Yeah, the grass about back to here, about back to here in a radius is all kind of like burnt. It's smoking.
Guys,
Yeah,
I was gonna be
you've never
far away when I.
you've never seen anything like this, and never thought that such a thing could exist. It's 3 creatures built into one.
Oh yeah, no. This is a joke on my sanity.
So what do you think?
I've seen worse.
I'm going to hit Braun with some healing light. There you go, buddy.
Wow.
Nice.
It's a good roll.
Yes.
Braun, hey?
Well, he's the healer. I mean, want to keep the healer up.
Oh, shit. Did that wrong.
And then I will give a bardic inspiration to Farouk.
Well, thank you. Still D6, right?
Yeah, still D6.
Domo?
And yeah, just that's it. I'm just stay back here. I've used up all my moves. Go ahead. Go ahead,
All right.
Ron.
So it's Braun's go. So he's going to try to do something a little bit. You've helped him nicely.
Good.
I don't think for that spell he needs to touch. Let me see here.
The aura and the healing spirit definitely are not.
Actually, I was looking for life transference because that's sort of my big one.
That's not touch either.
No, I don't think it is. Oh, yes, it isn't, because I know I've seen Debbie's character do that many times.
It's that range.
Yeah, so he's going to actually back off 5, 10, 15, 20 to about there. And he is going to do life transference. Yeah, he's going to do life transference on you. So,
Hit me with your best shot.
Choose target PC. Okay. And what does it say in chat? It says
17, so I get 34.
34, and I take 17 damage, which I can now do thanks to Finder's healing. So thank you.
Got you covered, buddy.
Yeah, you heal me up. You heal Braun up. He backs up, staggers backwards. You can see dark energy gathering around him, and that same sort of dark energy kind of erupts around Farouk. Was it much loss there, or no? It all worked. I didn't waste
I'm
any.
8 down. 8
Okay.
down.
Good.
That was a great job paying it forward, man.
Yep.
Bird.
And he's backing out of the fight. He is going to. That's also a spell, though. He can only use a cantrip. So yeah, he's got a cantrip he can use as a bonus. No, he doesn't. Okay, he's done. Next, Nash.
Nah, sure.
Now the fun begins.
1, 2, 3,
So you know
4,
15
5,
hits.
7. Let's spread out a bit. And I
15.
will.
If a 15 hits, then you're supposed to use power attack according to the Great Weapon Master Sharpshooter calculation.
I'm going to because I'm scared.
That's a good reason as well.
Yeah. I don't like this thing at all. The more I looked at it,
Also a good reason.
Yeah, this is the never winter of monsters to me right now. I'm gonna mark him.
All right, Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's mark on him, and then I'm gonna try and hit him twice. That sucked.
That's definitely not going to hit.
Definitely not gonna hit. How's that one? 24.
Yeah, that hits for 19, eh?
Okay, 19 and the mark. Another 1. I don't usually roll very well with the mark damage, but every little
You're
bit.
using your short bow? That's for girls, remember?
Yeah, I know. Try and
You
do
get
things.
extra plus, though.
That's right. And it hits
Well,
magic things.
I
Okay.
did the damn. Yeah. Did the math.
I think we're done. You going to move?
I did. Good. All done.
All right, Farouk, back to you, buddy. This is now a fight.
Bad kitty.
No,
13.
literally, this is a even larger than lion-sized thing trying to bite your face off. So
I know. I'm saying bad kitty. I was trying to be friends.
I'm just saying
13.
it's pretty serious. 13 is going to miss.
Okay. So it's a 14 or a 15. 19 for 11.
19 hits for 11.
I am going to use the. Oh, he's marked, by the way. Butt
Okay.
end. I'm going to use a hero. Which is D6. 16 hit.
16 hits. And for 9 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
All righty.
It's magical, of course. I'm going to use my action surge.
Mhm.
23 for 9.
23 hits for 9. Yeah.
And 18 for 8.
18 hits for 8.
17, 26, 27,
Yep.
37 damage total. All magical.
Yeah.
And he's
no.
marked. And I say, bad kitty.
Yeah, he's not bloodied or anything, but you definitely had some good solid hits in there.
I would do it like Cartman, but that would make it too common.
All right. So go ahead and roll me a d6 there, Farouk, would you?
A D6. Okay. 5.
Hold on a second. Okay.
So his breath weapon recharged. But now he doesn't have a clump.
Nope, he's got you though. So he's going to lead with his breath again.
Dexterity.
So yeah, big surprise. It's a 5 or a 6 for that. Dex save. Oh, dude. Okay. Okay, a little better this time. 29 fire damage.
29 would leave me with 21. Bloodied again.
Yep. I got that fire back. It's definitely his heavy hitter.
Usually is.
He's going to try to claw and hit you with a headbutt with the goat. So here comes the claws. 22
Yep.
for 11 slashing damage. And the horns come in, and you block it with your shield, and it rings off these ram horns. But you narrowly dodge that one. And it seems happy with its current location, so we're going to go on to find her.
Me again? All right. Well, everybody's looking just as dead as I did last round. So I'm going to move over here. And try again. Bam.
You're healing Braun again?
Yep.
Okay. So 12 hit points for him. Nice. Anything else?
I will move back to where I was. Yeah, that's it. Kind of like would like to get an attack in here, but I'm just trying to keep people alive.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, Farouk keeps getting hurt.
Did you use that that inspiration dice yet?
Nope.
Neil?
I wasn't going to
Okay.
use it on a 3, though, so.
No, it's fine. Yep.
Okay. Farouk. Okay. I'm gonna do the same damn thing again.
I think I went too far. There we go.
You get 40. I take 20.
You still up?
Yep.
Right.
Phew, man.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Just barely. Holy crow, dude.
He's backing off.
Yeah, good idea.
Just in case.
Don't worry about me. Get him. All right. I'm going to say that's probably it for Braun. So, Nash.
Same thing. Oh my gosh.
Be a miss. And that's a
Only
hit.
once.
That is a hit.
Thud! 20-point arrow. 22-point arrow.
22.
But look at it this way.
Wow.
Let's assume both of them did hit. It would have been 6 and 10. So you still did more.
Yeah.
Okay. That's your 2 shots. Any bonus actions or anything or movement?
I am just gonna flank a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little more over.
Okay.
There we go. Nice. We got a crossfire going.
Yeah.
All right. Farouk, it's back to you, pal. What are you going to do about it? You're like, dang.
Just a sec. Don't say anything. Just trying to figure something out. 7, 16 average. Okay, I'm going to use the Bardic Inspiration. Ugh.
Yeah.
That makes it 11. 15 I know will hit, so I need to get 4 more. Possibly 3 more. I'm going to risk it with the hero point. Nope. 13, I assume, is a miss.
You're asking me? Yes, it's a miss.
19 isn't, though.
19's a hit for 9.
And 24 isn't. So to answer your question, I have used your bardic inspiration now.
And another 11.
Yep, 20 this round for me.
Okay. Any movement or anything?
No movement needed.
All right.
Got him where I want him.
Give me another D6. He's gonna burn you again.
I'm going to stop rolling for you, Doug.
Nope.
It's your job to roll it.
Okay, here he comes. It doesn't happen this way all the time, but sometimes it does. Okay. Dexterity save, please. Let's see here. Did you? Oh, a little better this time.
Better than a 2 or a 3, yeah.
Okay. 13 unfortunately doesn't do it. So that's 28 damage. Fire damage. Man, it really wants to eat you bad. It's not even trying anybody else. It does look like it's wounded now, though. Got a couple of good arrows sticking out of him, and you've hit him a few times. And it's going to go for the horns again. An 18 is not going to do it. Comes close. You deflect it with your shield. And the claw attack comes in. The lion claws. 19. Another close one. This thing has sort of pushed you back a little bit with its attacks, and you kind of force your shield forward, and you're burnt. What are you down to now? Let me see. Okay, no,
25.
you're doing all right. You could handle almost another one of those. And he seems quite content to just try to eat you. So, Finder, back to you.
All right. Finally, I can take some pot shots at the guy. We'll hit him with that agonizing blast for 6.
It seems to connect.
And then that.
And for
See
5
what we
damage.
find.
If 14 hits, then for 5 damage, yeah.
All right.
Does it
No,
hit?
it didn't hit.
So 15 is the AC.
I thought it was 15. I knew we were.
Unless there was modifiers.
There was none.
You're still in the tree, so.
Yeah. Yeah, he did have a little cover modifier there. Not to be too sneaky about it, but yeah.
No, that's fine.
Anything else?
No, that's what I do, man.
All right, Mang. All right, Braun. Braun, buddy, baby. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What is the casting range on that? Let me see here. Spinning. Slow connection.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Oh my god. Be faster just to go over here and do a search. All right. Oh, it's got a range of 60 feet, so I think I can do it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, yeah. So, Braun summons forth his spiritual weapon and sends it over here.
Looks good.
Okay, so you're flanking with that now, Farouk. So, according to
Plus
the
1 to hit.
according to the flanking rules that I come up with that nobody's ever actually used yet,
Just for that.
I think it's a quarter of your proficiency level in a plus or something. Or,
So 1.
yeah, basically +1 at your level.
Yeah.
And it's
That
not
would just hit it.
it's not nothing. It's not nothing. Okay, so the spiritual weapon is there, and it's going to attack like so. 25 for 6 force damage. Yeah. All right, and once again, no bonus, and he's going to stay right there. Ash.
All right, let's try it again. Oh my gosh.
Miss.
I'm going to hero point that. Sweet Michael.
What's that, 14?
Oh. Yep.
Hit.
14 is the AC.
14 is the AC. And that was for 19, but you get your hunter
And another 2, so 21.
21.
Very good then. Tally ho!
Oh, that hit its mark. It's reeling from that one.
Ooh-hoo-hoo.
All right, Farouk, it's looking weakened.
All I wanted. I will use a hero point.
A lot of hero points for this one fight.
Look at the thing.
Yeah.
So 17 for 10.
Yeah, that's going to hit for 10.
Was to be friends. Yeah, I'm not going to waste a hero point. But I am going to heal 12.
Oh, so no butt. This butt end this time. Heal yourself
Correct.
for 12. Okay.
All I wanted to be was friends.
Sounds good. So I didn't know if it was going to get another kick at the can, but
Here we go.
it's ferociously attacking you. It seems like it's got a no give up scenario here.
Oh, wait. That 13 is 14 because we're flanking.
It is. Good call. And how do you want to do this?
Ooh-hoo-hoo.
It was that
So I
easy.
stick my
That's funny.
spear first in the lion's head, then I pull it out and I stick it right down the throat of the dragon.
Okay.
All the while doing that model.
Nice. Okay. I get it.
Oh, and for the lion's in his mouth too. I don't want to ruin the heads.
Okay. Oh, you're preserving the heads? Okay. I see.
Yeah,
I see,
and you cut it back far enough that all three are still attached.
I see where you're coming from now. All right. Fair enough. It goes down. And it lies beside its previous meal, a ripped apart deer carcass that's lying there. That was fun.
What the heck?
Definitely takes out the night chill.
Brother.
Okay, I'm gonna move up. What? Look at that disgusting thing.
I say we mount the head as one head.
Which one?
No, you cut it back far enough so you have it all. Still
Oh crap, Braun, how are you?
I just healed myself 13.
Oh, good.
I'm a little better. Let's see what we're looking at here. It's an ugly.
Oh yeah, come take a look at this thing.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm like pulling out a wing kind of thing. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, totally dragon
No.
wings.
Examine the
It's
scene
the,
between
yeah.
lion and
Looking-
dragon. What the?
So how
One
many?
weird monstrosity.
How many? It got 3 fires off, didn't it? That's
Yeah.
crazy. That almost never happens.
You got to roll just perfect for that, I would think.
Every friggin' round.
Now, a lot of monsters, it's a 6, so it's really hard to
Hey,
do. This guy was a 5 or a
And watch
6.
this. If I was to roll, it wouldn't have got this time.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations, guys. You've killed a chimera.
Whew. No small feat.
First time
What's
for
the
everything.
challenge rating on
It's a
that?
classic. We defeated a classic
It
here
is a
tonight,
classic.
gents.
It's a CR6, I think, Neil.
Whew.
Nice.
But against a party of 6 level characters like this, wasn't a terrible fight.
No.
But yeah, you sucked a couple of big heals out of Braun for sure.
Oh, yes.
And
Likewise.
the delay from Finder getting into the fight didn't help either. Yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was like me and Braun spending our time just keeping Farouk up.
I do like those life transferences though, especially
Oof.
if I see him going down.
Yeah, that's a hefty one.
All right. As far as I'm concerned, the fight's done. What do you guys like to do?
I got it. And then I put the whole carcass on the back of the wagon.
Okay.
Like
What
we're
are you
gonna
going to do,
field
make-
dress her out here, and then yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're
So
going to
you
make
guys-
supper out of this thing or what?
You guys get back to the wagons or back to the camp, and you see everybody else is awake and kind of looking wide-eyed in your general direction.
As I'm dragging back this thing.
And it was dark, and all they could see was just like the flickering of your spear on your back as you were
Fire
fighting
and-
back and forth, and then fire flashing out. So they look like they're expecting the worst as they see these dark silhouetted forms walking back towards them, and they're like,
Like, I'm not
Oh.
adverse to mutton, but I'm not going to eat the dragon parts.
No, I'm
And
not going to eat
definitely
it.
not the lion parts.
I'm bringing back the whole carcass,
Ah,
and then we're
oh.
going to taxidermy the heads.
people
I
are
really
amazed.
appreciate
You're dragging
that they
this.
didn't take off.
You're dragging this thing back. It's pretty heavy,
Yeah.
Farouk, but
Yeah, really.
Braun gives you a hand. And you guys haul this thing back, and they're just looking at you guys like, what have you... I mean, holy smokes.
It would
What
make
I
a pretty cool rug.
Aurelius
Well,
is
no.
jumping up and down with excitement.
I'm
My
thinking we need
God!
a trophy room with heads of all these large,
Yeah.
deadly creatures.
Well, we're
in
going
each
to
head.
need one eventually soon if we keep taking
Well, yeah.
trophies.
I mean, a dragon, a whatever this is.
I don't know if any of you, I say to the crowd, I don't know if any of you have taxidermy skill as well as mining skills, but I'm starting to think that there might be a business venture in Phandalin.
I've got to tell you, that's the whole point. We're gonna be at the ground level of all the action. The alchemist, is he up?
They're all up, and they're all like looking in amazement.
Ask the alchemist if there's anything. Has he seen anything like that, and does he know of anything that would be useful on this? We just
Probably
came
blood.
from Neverwinter, and
Yeah. So let me see. I guess somebody can make maybe a history check. I guess, or what? Give me a
History, like
sell me
medicine, maybe, or
Yeah, sell me something that you would use to try to determine what this thing is, first of all.
medicine or nature. I would say probably nature.
Well,
nature, yeah.
depends. Is it a monstrosity?
It is.
So a monstrosity is not history. History is for
Well, then I guess it'd be Arcana.
orcs and stuff. I believe it is Arcana. Most of them fall under the Arcana.
Yeah, somebody give me an Arcana roll if they want to see what this thing is. It's definitely
That's
not a
me.
natural beast. Let's put it that way. Those rolls I was giving Neil for
And
animal
it's definitely
handling
not.
weren't really doing much. You've rolled so good on your animal handling, I decided I'd give you a round to do whatever you want, but you didn't have any chance of influencing him, really.
No. If it was a beast, yeah.
If somebody rolls a 21 or something, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. At least something.
Mhm.
All right,
I'd
anybody
try.
want to try that?
The only person that has even a decent would be
Yeah, that would be fine.
Finder. Everybody else is at 8 intelligence.
Yeah, give it a try, Finder.
Oh yeah, all right. I'll give it a shot. I mean, here we go. There we go.
It's a
Okay.
Decent.
it's clearly a chimera.
Yes, this is something that's identified as a chimera. And, yeah,
IMAR.
sure.
And hold on a second here. Let me
You
see.
spell it however you like. I don't think that there should
I
be
don't
any
need to spell it.
rules. If I can sound it out, that's good enough for me.
What's the painter's name again?
Aurelius.
Oh, really is
So it's got an interesting
flamboyant.
Finder. It's got an interesting backstory to a chimera. Interestingly enough,
Oh, okay. I
See-
definitely share.
you see, they were created after mortals summoned the Demogorgon to the world. The Prince of Demons, unimpressed with the creatures that surrounded it, transformed them into horrific, multi-headed monstrosities. And this act gave rise to the first chimeras. They are particularly evil and cruel creatures that enjoy hunting, torturing, and raping and pillaging everywhere they go. So essentially, they're kind of demon spawn.
Ooh. So we've done a good thing here.
Done a good thing.
Yep, there you go. A little bit of monstrosity history for you. Okay.
Aurelius,
Well, yes.
if we hold the heads up,
Yes.
one in between the three, and then one on either side, you could make a beautiful painting of this.
Oh, certainly. We can do that on the morrow.
I'd also add, like, how are you at, anatomy and sketching and things like that?
Oh, I'm quite accomplished at it, actually.
Well, I have a friend back at Neverwinter that I'd like to send a package to. So if you could make some detailed sketches of this thing, kind of anatomy and just kind of something that a lore master might be interested in.
Oh, I could certainly do that for a price, of course. Has he got
Absolutely.
money?
Oh, I've got money.
Oh, well, okay, fine then.
Outstanding.
Although the guts are back there.
Yeah, I'm not going to send him any guts, though.
Yeah. Braun's crawling back in his tent as you guys are talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some more rest. I toss it on the back of the before Braun goes to bed. I asked him to help me put it in the back of the pole.
It's there next to the dragon gunk, next to the mimic.
Oh wait, I don't. I go nope, mimic, no, bad mimic, no eat.
It's just looking. It doesn't move. It's
I
not
go,
doing.
come with me, mimic. I'll show you for some food. And I start walking. I stop and look. Does he follow?
Give me an animal handling check.
Okay.
It's really roll with disadvantage. Give me another roll. It's really interested in the meat that you've got right there. Oh, nice. Okay. Yep. Its pods come out. It leaps off the back of the cart and it kind of walks over to you. And it's
I go,
looking in
come on,
anticipation.
and I
Okay.
start jogging.
It goes.
running
It
backwards.
bounces up and down, back and forth a couple times, runs after you.
I take it to the deer and the guts of the chimera. Help yourself. And then come on back when you're done.
Yep. Okay. He's chewing down on some venison and chimera guts.
Ay.
All
Hey,
right.
might as well get rid of the bad. Doesn't
Yeah,
attract
no,
animals
that's
that way.
good. Yeah.
Okay. And I will say you rolled so well, he'll be sated, so he won't eat the chimera on you. That's fine. Maybe make another roll tomorrow or something. But anyway.
If he does eat it, then we'll have a mimic on the wall.
Yeah.
Bad boy.
I stay awake and I don't know.
Yeah,
use
just another couple
lessons
hours to go,
here
basically.
maybe, and build the fire up a little bit. Keep an eye on things. Cook some meat for breakfast.
Yeah, I head back up into my tree and curl up.
All right. Morning comes. You guys are sleep a little later than you probably would have because you were kind of interrupted and it's kind of cranky. But you guys get up and Braun begins his prayers for his spells, and you guys do your morning rituals. There's been nothing but a buzz of excitement from the people through most of your shift. Nash. They're too excited to go back to sleep. There was a chimera apparently that you guys killed, and they're very excited.
Well, if they're awake, cook some food, sit around the fire, make
they help out in any way they can. So
yeah, just kind of enjoy the time. relax, make some coffee.
All right. Well, in the morning, Stinky, the cart, horse number 2, you guys, and 7 other people begin the walk back to Phandalin, which you anticipate you'll get there by the end of the day.
Nice.
And I will advance that as well. And okay. Okay. All right. So it's now the 22nd, and you guys are heading out. Once again, traveling along this dangerous trek of land, I'm going to need Finder to make a D20 roll for me.
No. Oh, I keep bringing up my character record sheet to do D20. I forget I don't need to do that. Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna go pee just before that happens.
Yeah, that means there's gonna
Yeah,
be
good
something
call.
happening.
Halfway point. That's a good time.
All right, let's take an official break then.
All right.
We were anyway.
Exactly. All right.
Let's see what his 20 does.
Okay, so you guys travel. Oh, bring this over a little bit. You guys travel along. The UR here has moved a little bit, and you come across a couple of travelers have passed by so far this morning. As you guys are working your way through, a couple of horses, and they just seem like just travelers heading somewhere. But an interesting traveler comes along. You can see a smallish cart um, with a well, I'm going to say it's bigger than a cart, but it's like a small wagon. It's got like one of those covered wagon things going on about it, and it's being pulled by a couple of ponies. And you can see that there's a couple of gnomes that are sort of helming it, and they rein in as you guys approach.
So I'm going to lead like usual.
I'm flanking as usual.
I move to the right and just keep on going unless they say anything to me.
Good
Or
day,
unless he's got something to me.
travelers. Good day to you, I say.
Hello.
This is sort of a paunchy gnome with a great big nose, silver hair that's kind of like balding on top. It got like a long fringe around it. And he's dressed in sort of fairly nice common clothes.
He's not riding a bugbear, is he?
No, that's the other guy. No.
Alistair.
This is and then the guy beside him is a more slender, sort of serious looking gnome with a dark beard and scraggly black hair on his head. And once again, he's dressed in just sort of nice traveling clothes.
Nice to meet you on the road.
Is there something you might be interested in? You
I
interested
don't
in
know. What do you have?
gnomish devices? We've got
What
all
type of
kinds of
device?
stuff. We're tinker gnomes.
Okay. What kind of stuff?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. He gets off the front of the wagon.
Oh, you've done it. You've expressed an interest.
He walks
Oh,
he
wouldn't
walks
get
to the back
interested.
back of the wagon and kind of motions with his finger for you to follow him. Right, brings you back, kind of pulls down the back thing on it, crawls up in. We've got whirligigs. We got gizmo gazmos. We've got Papadops and just about everything you can imagine. Here, look at this. He pulls out this little uh, clockwork Pegasus, and he sort of pushes a button, and it kind of goes, kind of flaps and moves
I
forward like
scrunch
on
my
little wheels.
face up like, nah.
Oh, well, what sort of things would you be interested in?
Do you have something that'll taxidermy heads?
No, I've got something that'll blow things up, though.
It has to do anywhere from a dragon's head down to a gnome's head.
What? Did you just pass on things that'll blow things up?
It's not as personal. Why do you think I don't use a bow?
Tom, he looks like he's thinking, like he wants to make
I
a
thought
sale.
you said it's because it's girly.
Um,
And I was like, oh, hey, Nash.
no, I can't think of anything that'll taxidermy a head, but I do have heads. He starts rummaging through, and he pulls out this head that's like made out of metal, but it's got like you can kind of see the infrastructure of the inside of the clockworks inside of its head, and he holds it up. It's an amazing likeness, isn't it? Not really. It looks just like you. Those chiseled cheekbones, the fine
Yeah,
little
I'll
beard.
pass.
What?
But thank you for showing me your wares. They
No,
just don't
you
accept
see the
me.
mouth on it kind of opens and closes. And he kind of does the thing where he goes,
What does it do, Doug?
what's that?
What does it do?
The mouth kind of opens and closes, and he kind of purses his lips together and goes, "Yes, this is great, isn't it?" And the mouth and the thing's going opening and closing like some kind of bad.
Astonishing! It talks.
Like a ventriloquist dummy?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Mm.
There's a little button he's pressing on the back of the skull that's making it go. And you can see the whirligigs inside kind of twisting around and the head
I'll
kind of
pass
the head
today.
kind of turns and looks at you, turns back, and it kind of stops and hitches and goes it 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 it
I
twang.
mean, if you had weapons or armor, maybe, but that kind of stuff doesn't interest me.
Oh, weapons and armor. No, I got this thing that blows things up though. It's
I'm an up close
it's a
person.
strange concoction in this little cylinder it's viscous and greenish and bubbling, and it's got chunks of something floating in it. He's
Yeah.
holding it.
Because if I was to use that, I'd blow myself up.
Did I mention that it blows things up?
Do I look like a dwarf?
Only 50 gold. I
I'll
heard
give you
that.
5 copper.
Not enough.
All right,
Have a good day.
I certainly will. Carry on. Best of luck.
Wish I had 2 coconut.
he gets back on the front. The other guy was kind of dozing off, and he kind of snaps his head up, and they get the ponies going and head on down the road.
Well, at least I knew I didn't have to worry about being pickpocketed. They can't reach that high.
You hear what? Where did that come from?
Oh, I want that.
Yeah,
The rim shot. The rim shotificator just went off.
Yep. The rim shotificator 2000 automatically knows when a bad joke has been said, and will do that. Oh well, you didn't investigate. Okay, they ride off.
Now, if they would have started with that.
All right. Farouk, give me a roll. D20 roll.
I was going to roll D1.
Okay. Nash, give me a D20 roll.
Is that my favorite, Blake?
It is. Say hi, Blake.
Hi, Blake.
Hey, buddy.
All right, just close the door there, buddy. Thanks. All right. And Clark rolled a 2 as well. All right. It's coming in. It's coming in on the evening, and you guys are pulling into Phandalin. Good old Phandalin. Oh, I wanted either Nash or Farouk to make an animal handling check for me for Chester. Or actually, both of you if you want.
Okay, or one at advantage, or what do you
Uh,
want me to do?
I don't know if you guys have got skills in it or not, but
I am skilled in animal handling.
okay, yeah, you guys.
I
Can,
am not.
just either way. Roll with disadvantage, or sorry, roll with advantage. Go ahead, that's fine. Okay.
Okay, I got a +5. Do you beat that me? Okay.
No, I don't even have the proficiency.
Oh, okay. How about a 22?
Yeah, that's great.
Didn't need your help.
Yep. No, he doesn't eat. He doesn't eat anything. He seems
Or
quite
any-
happy with what he's been given. And from the sounds of things, like he can go a long time without eating anything. Obviously,
Yeah.
but when presented with the opportunity, he seems interested in devouring things.
Oh, he's got to store up.
That'll work out.
What's that, Neil?
He's got to store it up
Yeah, I guess so.
for those long hauls.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys pull into Phandalin. You should have the map there on that same page.
Yes, yes.
And of course, you're coming in from the north. Coming upon Barthen's provisions first. Where do you head? Where are you going?
Well, Stonehill Inn.
All right, Stonehill Inn it is. So you guys
That's the place.
head on down to the Stonehill Inn. Yeah, you pull in. It looks like it's been fully reconstructed now. So all the
Oh,
Scaffolding
delightful.
been taken down. You know, everything's sort of freshly built. There's little evidence of the fire that torched it down. You see, it seems to be quite busy. You see quite a few, um, uh, quite a bit of activity around the stable house. There seems to be lots of horses in there. Some wagons pulled up out front, and you can hear music coming from the common room as you guys kind of pull in your cart. And horse number 2 is what I'm calling him. I don't think he's got a name. Fruk's too traumatized from the other first horse.
Yeah,
He's
right.
like, they just die anyway. I'm not going to bother naming them anymore.
No, I would have named the same thing too.
Yeah, just
Oh,
just
okay.
relies on.
Oh, well, what was your first horse's name? Something Ruhan or something, or
I think it was Ruhan. I'm pulling up because there's no spot for it on this character sheet.
Ruhan 2. Yeah, that's groovy. All right.
Yeah, RU-HAN.
How did I remember that? I don't know. All right. What would you guys like to do? There's a person you don't recognize that looks like it might be a stable hand. He's just finished leading a couple of horses into the stables and starts moving in your direction as you guys kind of pull up to park, just sort of outside the fence. Good day.
Okay. Good
Uh,
day.
Somebody
attend-
we don't recognize, you said?
Yeah. Can I attend to your beasts?
Yes.
All right. He starts to help bring them over
Mm.
to the stables.
Should we take stuff up and take it to the manor?
Oh, that's probably a good idea.
I was
We
thinking.
can just leave them at the manor. Then we don't have to worry.
Well, and get rid of Chester, get rid of
Especially
some
Chester.
more, right?
Like not get rid of.
No,
but
No,
He kind
but
of stops. He was going to grab the
properly
reins.
store.
He kind of
Properly
stops
store.
and looks at you guys.
He's probably kind
we'll maybe
of
come
amazed
back. Give us
anyway because
yeah,
there's
we'll-
Chimera in
Was
the
it
back.
something I said?
No, we just think we maybe need to drop some things off, get some things out of the wagon,
Okay. Well,
that sort of
will
thing,
you
and
be
then
needing
head back down.
stabling then when you come back?
No.
Oh, all right then. Fair enough.
I tossed him a copper anyway, though.
Thanks, Governor.
First time.
Puts it in his pocket and heads back into the stables.
Yeah, so we should put Chester down in the basement. And
I think we're
the rest
probably
of
going to
the
want to
stuff-
take everything down the basement because there's not really anything structurally upstairs, although they have been working on it, but not at a great pace or anything like that.
Yep.
So there's scaffolding all around the outside of the building upstairs, and some stonework has been done on a building onto the foundation and whatnot. But yeah, it still has that door leading down to the cellar, right? The cellar that's got that big pool of water and
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So anything after that, you've got that little room with the cells. If you want to throw the carcasses in there or something, or I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you. I can call up the map if you guys want, but just there's lots of places for you guys to leave it in the cellar that nobody will.
Well, I'm thinking in the provision room with the water is probably a good place to put the rest of the storage stuff in because that's the storage room.
Yep.
Keep it cooler.
Yeah, right off
Yep.
the main cellar area. There's that room that's like a storage room, and then the rest of the place is all beyond those secret doors. There's one secret door that leads into the cavern room, and another one that leads into the room with the coffins and the cell and that sort of thing.
We'll put Chester in maybe one of the secret door, like go through the secret door, put Chester in a room where no worker would ever find him or stumble upon him or anything like that.
That's right. Anything beyond the secret door should be good, right?
Or we could put Chester in the chasm and say, "Hey Nord, we got you a new chest."
Is Nord still around?
Yep.
Oh wow.
And then we get rid of the Nord or whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we should put Chester in a room that's got a door. He seems to stay put, but I think when you do that,
Stay
I think
put
that's the
probably
way
for
to.
years.
Yeah, that's
He
the way
doesn't
to go.
seem to be able to understand how doors work, so
Especially
at least
secret doors.
until he gets bigger.
yeah. Anyway, well, you guys decide. So you want to put where do you want to put Chester?
Well, can we have a map of
Just
the
in a room.
Yeah, like it can if it's
dungeon?
what you guys want to look at, then
It'll just make it easier to decide, right?
well, actually, do me a favor. Go to your journal and go into do you have a locations tab?
Yep.
Do you have a campaign locations handout
Um,
under locations?
no, just
One
have
that
overlay.
calls.
Oh,
Is
that's
it
not
our
shared.
hideout? There's one in
Oh,
the
there's one. Yeah,
adventures,
campaign
and
locations. I see it.
then
Yeah, so let's go down and we'll go
I don't see it
Stonehill
anywhere.
Townmasters Hall.
our hideout.
Is it there? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's right there.
Our
Oh, now I have
hideout.
campaign locations. I didn't before.
Yeah, and then you can just click on that and you've got your map right there.
Oh, I like how you crossed out the
Exactly.
other thing.
Yeah, so there's number one's the water room. And like I said, there is that storage room right off of it. But anything beyond the secret door, I can't remember what was that other door underneath the stairs there. I can't remember what was going on with that. But anyway, yeah, so just decide.
Yep. So into is where I'll put all my shit for now, I guess. Like the Chimera and
Oh, you're going to put the bodies and stuff in there? Okay, fair enough.
well, and the taxidermied head already. There's no other bodies, though, is there?
Oh, that's right. You left all the dragon bits
Yeah.
with um, what's his face there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Number two. Put it in there. Anything else? Where are you going to put the mimic?
We could put him just. I think we've all kind of been saying in number 9, have we not?
9. I think that's where we're going to be sleeping.
Yeah. Number
That's
9 is that
So
little bit of the place is sort of where you guys, from say 9 to 12. That's kind of where you guys have been kind of hanging out when you're sleeping and stuff.
So maybe 6.
yeah, 6 would work.
6 is hidden behind a locked door. Yeah. Yeah. And 5's got the cells. It's another good place.
5, we could put the carcass and the stuff that we need to just keep around, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to, in the morning, at least I'm going to go see if we can get taxidermied somewhere.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Still not sure if I'm going to do the head or just the whole body. Depends on cost, I guess.
All right. So you guys put the mimic in 6, and you put the bodies in 2, and anything else that you want to store in 2, right?
For now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just wanted to sort of figure that out.
Because at least 2 is behind the secret door. You're
Mm.
not going to get to it either way unless you go through the secret door.
Well, number 1 is the most access because that door over there
Goes
actually
up and
leads
around.
up to the.
Yeah.
You know, this is the cellar. Number 1's the actual cellar that leads down from the
Yeah.
the manor house. So anyway, that's fine. I just wanted to get an idea what you guys are doing. Okay, so you dump that stuff off, and
Mhm.
what would you like to do?
Now we can go back into town.
Get a good hearty meal, some alcohol in us.
Yeah, Bron's
So-
like, yeah, let's wash up and stuff too. Oh wait, what? First of all, I forgot. So Aurelius is sticking with you guys. I forgot about these guys. The people.
Oh yeah, these townspeople. Maybe we need to take them to the town master.
Well, the people are like, well, you guys went to the end, so they decided they'd just go in and yeah, Bron said, yeah, no, we'll give you some drinks or something so you guys can figure out what you're going to do. Aurelius wants to come with you, and the other guy is going to go into the inn as well.
Yeah.
The chemist or whatever.
Yep.
And I tell the chemist and the other ones to tell barkeep that that their meals and their drinks are going to be on the Phandalin 5, who are going to be around shortly.
That feels kind of good, doesn't it?
To have some sway, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. So that's where they're going to hang out. Do you guys have a problem with Aurelius coming to the hideout?
Nope.
No,
He's thrilled with all this stuff.
So yeah,
Yeah.
and explain to him like when he has time before this thing gets either carved up or taxidermied or whatever. I intend to send a little package to the lore master in Neverwinter.
Sounds like legitimate business to me.
Very good. So he can bill me.
Now remember, this is a secret hideout, so you cannot tell anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I love secrets. Love them.
I am going to want some pieces off the Chimera to send with the letter too.
Okay, I'll just make
Nothing
the
serious.
head from the shoulders up so they get all
Just
three.
like
No,
a
I
just
mean-
like a skin sample kind of
Yeah,
thing.
like a scale and a like if we get like a skin sample from each side, you know that like yeah, I know what this lore master might like, and I'm going to send him a letter.
And let's face it, the parts might be worth something with the wings and all that. So let's send the whole body up, except for the head.
I'm going to make him a business proposal as well.
Yeah, I mean, get some more money.
Hey, you know what we have too? We have an alchemist shop here in our hideout.
What?
Room 11.
Oh, 11.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So maybe we could sell them some alchemy vials and tubes or whatever I don't know. The whole setup's in there, remember?
Well, and we also have an alchemist who might be able to take whatever is necessary out of this thing and preserve it properly so that it could be like shipped. Is that what you're suggesting? Is use the alchemy supplies to take samples from the Chimera and send it?
No, I was just thinking about that alchemist guy that we met. We might be
Bring
able
him
to...
in and actually have him work here for us.
Oh, I never
Work
thought.
like
I wasn't
all the-
thinking that. I was just thinking we could sell the stuff to him. But yeah, whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could try to make him an offer of retainers so that he makes us potions.
Oh, get him set up
I
in
wouldn't
town
mind.
with what we've got here.
I wouldn't mind including potions in
help him
the
out or charge him or whatever. Yeah.
in the mercantile business that we're building.
Yeah. Get several different things under our
Yeah. If you look down, I think I've got the full write up for this place. So number 11 says
Like it.
Wizard's Workshop. It's a large work table set up with alembics, retorts, distillation coils, and other alchemical devices, all of which have long since stopped stewing and bubbling away. Yeah, so all that stuff's there. It's like a little
Some
lab.
quality alchemy.
We could head down, have a meal with the fellas, kind of feel out the alchemist, see what he's into, make him a proposal. We can kind of help set him up. He's going to need a place in town. I don't know what to do about that, but we'll figure it out.
well, if he's going to stay on retainer, maybe give him reduced amount of money in order to include a alchemy shop.
Well, that's what I mean.
Pay
Like,
rent.
we're going to set up here. We hook him up with supplies, and we get part ownership kind of in his shop so that he helps us out when we need it, and we get a supply of potentially healing potions or whatnot. Whatever he can come up with, we get first crack at kind of thing, or discounts, whatever.
Really liked the heroism potions. That was really nice.
Right?
Potions of speed would be another good one. So, we can say, hey, what kind of creatures do you need us to track down? And
That's also
Or
what I'm
what
gonna
kind
do
of-
as the Lore master.
Or what kind of minerals do you need from the mine that we're part owners in?
Yep.
Anything like that.
Right.
Basically, we find out what he needs. We gather it for these potions as we go. And
This is a very unique group of characters that you guys have assembled, I must say.
what other people do we need on retainer?
Well, they seem
We're very
so
enterprising.
well. You're enterprising and sort of optimistic, and like you see opportunities, and you're like, yeah, let's see what we can make of that.
I mean, we already have an artist on retainer.
Well, until he gets bored, but he's quite fascinated with you guys right now. So
He's got a lot of material. That's for
Oh
sure.
yes, he won't be getting
Oh,
bored.
he's filled up sketchbooks already with just quick sketches of you guys and embellished, situations and whatnot. He's got your armor
Um,
figured out. He's got the design down. He knows how to make it look just like you, so he can draw you in pretty much any pose right now.
so what else do we need? The alchemist would be great.
Yeah, I want to make
We
sure. I
already
want to
have
be
a
able to set
smithy.
up. I want to be able to set up a forge down here, like maybe in number 7 or I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around there, with lots of ventilation.
Would 8 give you better ventilation?
Well, I mean, yeah, 7's. Yeah, like we could do like maybe that northeastern part of 8. Maybe that's a big enough area to put a forge.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
then you could
because
put the store loose metals down in the chasm, so you can just have a rope to climb down and get it as you need it. It's out of the way.
yeah, we could totally do that.
Oh, speaking of which, I want you to modify my goblet if you can.
I can do that to all of our goblets, however we want to do them.
Yep.
Because we got 4 of them, right?
We each got identical goblets. Yep. Although I want you to put a chimera embossing on it, a green dragon embossing. Those are the 2 big things we fought. So yeah,
Yeah, fair enough.
and also my sun symbol that you've already know about.
Sure. Anybody's got any particulars they want to have put under their things, I can do that. It'll just take me a couple days to do them all up or whatever. Yep, no problem. And Aurelius chimes in and says, "And if you need help with designing any designs, I can do that too." And Braun goes, "That might help."
Handy.
Okay, so you guys talk it over a little bit about some of these wild ideas. You're going to head on down to the inn.
Yes. Let's get
Okay.
some fresh food and some ale in us.
Bath. Cleaned up.
All right,
Yeah.
and so Braun's going to leave his cart, and he's going to unhitch Stinky, and
Up in the mansion.
yeah, just sort of up at the mansion.
Same here.
Make sure he's got
My
like
horse.
some water and some food nearby, so he's good. That's fine. Not like we're going anywhere. And you guys walk on down the hill. And
It's a manor, so I assume there's probably stables on the manor, isn't there?
well, it looks like there was. You can see there's
What?
like a little outbuilding there, right? So, yeah, I mean, you could. It's still half standing, so you could be like, yeah, I'm going to hit you up over here. Whatever, that's fine for now. You can see
Do we
that
have a
there's.
map
What's
of the
that?
manor? Do we have a map of the manor?
No. I told you guys if you wanted to,
Okay.
you can leave it up to me, or if you guys want some input, you can do some research and find a cool looking manor somewhere out there in the interwebs. Just like a stone two-story manor house. And that way you can have some input into sort of what it looks like. But yeah, you guys can leave your horses there, and you walk on down by. You're passing by sort of the area where the Sleeping Giant tap house is, and a couple of people are walking down the street. They kind of wave at you, like in greeting, like they recognize you as who you are and stuff, and they don't make a big deal out of it, but they just wave and say how you doing. It's like
There's
early.
no red brand out on the Sleeping Giant porch?
What's that?
No red brand on the Sleeping Giant porch?
A red brand?
Or whatever they were called? The bandits?
Nobody that you can see. You do see some people
Isn't that
kind
what
of.
they were? The red brands?
Yeah, the red brands.
I was right.
You were right.
And yeah, before long, you're kind of coming into the front area of the Stonehill Inn, which you all recognize. And if you want to, you can just click on the Stonehill Inn, and it'll call up a thing for that. Give you guys a little bit of a refresher what it looks like.
Does it look the same?
Yeah, pretty much. The structure's the same. It's just not all burnt up anymore.
Good.
So yeah, the main building is a 2-story structure with a single-story structure coming off on that little L on the bottom there. The stables are actually larger. They've been expanded upon, kind of going out to the east. So off the map that way. Yeah, and you guys walk through number 2 and head on up to the inn. You can see there's a nice glow coming from the windows and from under the door, and sort of raucous laughter and music coming from within. You head in, and yeah, the place is hopping tonight. There's lots of people and lots of new faces that you haven't seen before hanging out there as well. You can see that one table, the northwest table, is just packed full of dwarves that are sitting there. So there's probably, I don't know, 10 dwarves sitting at that table, and they're the raucous ones. They're being quite loud, slamming their drinks. And what's that?
I immediately go to the southeast table.
Yeah,
Whether
okay.
people are sitting there or not, I stand up on the bench, then stand up on the table, and
Oh.
I yell, "Ales all around on me!" And
Well,
then I go,
everybody stops and looks at you, and some cheers roar up, and Toblin shakes his head and gives a big smile and gives you a wave. And yeah, people are kind of excited, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And
"It's Farouk again. He always does this."
yeah, Elsa, I think her name, is there, and Toblin's wife. They start bringing out drinks. So yeah, you had the dwarves. You see that 2 of the booths in the north there are filled with uh, the 6 people that came with you, the 5 that were rescued, and the chemist is sitting with them as well. They're enjoying a meal. You see some townsfolk that you recognize from before, some of the farmers and people from the area that you've seen before. On the table to the southwest, that little table with the 4 chairs, you can see some sort of tough-looking, I don't know, no other better word than like adventurers, kind of sitting there with like armor and weapons and things like that, and they're drinking, and they're kind of watching you guys with interest as you come in. Yeah, the place is pretty full. There is some spots to sit at that table that you stood up on, so
Okay.
you guys could squeeze in there. There's like 5, you could all sit up at the bar if you wanted to. There's not too many people sitting at the bar.
The one in the southeast corner, the table with 4 chairs, is that vacant?
Southeast? No, that's where the adventuring looking fellas are sitting.
Oh, they said the southwest.
No, southeast.
Okay, there's a
Over by the
southwest one.
fireplace. Southwest has got a couple of citizens sitting at it, yeah.
Okay, that's one by the fireplace. So
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I got it wrong. Yes, southwest is where they are by the fireplace. Southeast
so I
is the.
thought
Yeah, sorry, I got confused.
south of the bar.
Yeah, so the tables are occupied, not necessarily full, but they're occupied. This place is pretty full, actually. Like I said, the only places to sit would be at that first table with the mandolin sitting on it, or at the bar, or wait until people clear out.
So the people, you said there was 2 people on the southeast then?
Yeah, people you recognize from the town.
I approach him and go, if you let us have this table, I'll buy you an extra ale each.
Yeah, just give me a sec.
Was that the response, or?
No, that's my response.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me a sec.
Yeah, just give me a sec.
Yep.
Very proper.
Right. I've organized this thing, and now it's causing me problems. Hold on a second.
Now you can't find anything.
Well, it's not where it used to be, so. Yeah, it's Narth and his wife, and they're like, "Oh, no problem at all. You guys have this table."
Well, thank you.
yeah, Narth is he's that sort of dumb-looking farmer who in his picture it shows him carrying a pig, and he's a real. Anyway, yeah, no, he gets up. The pig's at his feet. He follows him over with his wife. We'll just sit
I
over
look
here.
over at the barkeep. I say, give them an extra ale each.
Oh, not necessary, he says. Not necessary. Good to see us back, alive and safe.
Pop on the back and go, please, do not refuse my hospitality.
Come on, Lucille, he says. You're not sure if he's talking about his wife or the pig, but they both follow.
Oh, it's big. And I sit down with my back facing the northeast, taking that table, the one closest to the wall and bar.
Yeah, and the window's right there you can look out of. Yep. All right, you guys sit around the bar, or sit around the table, and pretty soon Elsa comes over and she says, real nice to see you guys back again. Hopefully you had a good trip. Where I don't remember where you guys were headed off to, but
Slay a dragon, a chimera.
she laughs like you're joking. She's yeah, okay. Um, so what can I get you? And anyway, you guys
A
can
large
order.
meal.
What's that?
A large meal. I'm hungry. And some.
You're always really low, Neil. I don't know why. I don't know if anybody else finds that, but your voice.
I find that every once in a while you're like good level, but then all of a sudden it'll dip and then pop back in.
Can you hear me better now?
Mhm.
Okay. I think it's because I was facing this way and not this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Did you
don't know.
notice the difference?
Not really, but
Okay.
that's fine. If there's a way to turn it up, that's fine. If not, don't worry about it. It just when multiple people talk, and I always have to kind of like ask you to repeat yourself because I can't really hear.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's cool. She takes your orders. Yeah, it's evening supper, so you guys order your meals and ale, and I'm gonna say it's gonna cost you. Well, Farouk's gonna cost you 2 gold for all the ales that you bought everybody, because the place is pretty packed.
How much?
2 gold just for all the extra ales that you just bought people. I think ales are like 5 copper each or something like that, so it all adds up.
Yeah, it's still a great deal.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. I'm just pulling a number out of my arse. 2 gold for that, and then you guys for your meals each are going to be 5 silver for your meals, and 6 silver will cover your meals and a couple of drinks for each of you.
Okay. So I'm going to give 45 silver, which is well more than that.
Yes.
That's 4.5 gold.
Oh, okay. And he'll just keep the tab running for drinks or whatever.
Yep. And whatever we don't use is tip.
All right. So yeah, you guys are sitting down. Nice to be back off the road. It was a bit of a trek. Encountered some strange things and had an opportunity to be heroes a couple of times more. And yeah, like I said, every once in a while, people will come over and they'll walk in the door and you're sitting right there and they'll be like, "Hey, nice to see you guys back."
Norm! Can you hear me better now with the headphones?
Yeah, I guess
Yep.
so.
It's an intermittent thing anyway. I think we'll know.
Yeah. But yeah, just places just hopping. You get the feeling that more people have been coming to Phandalin in the last few weeks since you've been away. Like there's just
I was definitely thinking it was very busy.
yeah, definitely a lot more
The
stranger faces in here than usual. But you've only been gone. I don't know. I'd have to look, but it feels like you guys were only gone like for like a week or something like that. So
Probably a week and a half, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So
I thought a little more than that. We were in Neverwinter for a while, but
yeah. Maybe
About 3 days
maybe,
there, 3 days
yeah,
back.
maybe a couple weeks. Okay, yeah. So there's a buzz around. Of course, you guys have got everybody's attention because you bought rounds for everybody. They're still haven't managed to get all the drinks out to everybody yet, but they're going. Elsa asks when she brings back some stuff. She says, "Are you folks hoping to get a room for the night, or?"
No, we don't need room, but thank you.
Oh, okay, no problem. What do you
It's
think?
looking rather busy here.
Well, it's all rebuilt.
Do you
You know,
even have the rooms if they were needed?
we could accommodate you.
Hmm.
Can always accommodate you folks in more than one way. She says, looking at Nash.
I lean over towards Braun. I go, I'm starting to think maybe he swings the other way.
I don't think about that at all, and I'm surprised you do. I don't care what anybody else is doing. Where's my drink? Yeah, and you guys plow back the liquor. And the night goes on. So, did you want to? What did you want to sort of accomplish? I know you guys talked about wanting to talk to some people, and
Yeah, let the alchemist ask. Before, I don't want to interrupt his meal or anything like that, but maybe touch base with that crew and find out what they intend, where they're going to stay, what are they thinking?
yeah, well, they're all sitting sort of at the same two tables over there. If you want to go over and talk
Yep.
to them,
Yeah, I'll head over and talk to them.
they greet you warmly. Um, Thank you once again for escorting them here and saving them from the clutches of doom. And look at you expectantly, like you were going to say something.
Well, just what? So, what are you fellas planning on doing? Do you have a room here, or what's the plan?
We don't actually have a room, but we were going to do you guys? What was his name? Jesus, didn't do a very good job. The name of the alchemist. Do you guys remember that?
I do
Nope.
not.
God, nobody takes notes anymore.
I'm just looking at here. It's in the Phandalin NPCs or.
Oh, I
Frog.
don't think he's in there yet.
Oh, really?
He's not
Okay.
from Phandalin.
No. He will be. I guess that's as you guys have convinced him to, so it's possible. Anyway, yeah, they indicate that he had offered to give them enough money to stay in the common room tonight. So
Oh, well, wonderful. Look, Gundren, is Gundren here? Or?
Gundren, no, he comes to town periodically. Just asking around. He comes to town periodically, but he's very invested and very busy at working at the mine. So
That's good.
Yes. The is it five fellas that were coming to look for jobs?
yeah,
For mining?
yep.
And were they intending to do that?
To do what?
To come here, or did we say, hey, there's jobs in
No,
Phandalin?
they were headed to Phandalin because of this sort of boom that
Surge.
they've heard of.
Okay. And do they know what they're doing? Do they have a contact, or are they
No,
just gonna?
gosh,
Do
no,
they know
nope,
where the
nope,
mine is?
nope. They just picked up their whatever they could and started walking.
I assume that the dwarves are from the mine.
It's good possibility. They seem to be.
So in talking to them, that's what I'm trying to do is just kind of be like, do you guys have a contact in town? Do you know who you need to speak to? Do you have any of
Okay,
that
yeah, no,
information?
none of them do.
Okay, just give me a second, okay?
Okay.
And then I walk over to the dwarves, gentlemen.
Eh,
Do these guys know who we are?
that's hard to say. There's been a big influx
Uh,
of workers and some dwarves that
yeah.
have been called in from other areas to come help out in the mine, but they're looking at you.
Am I correct in assuming that you're here to give Gundren a hand?
Aye, we're here looking for Gundren.
You're looking for Gundren.
No,
You haven't made
we're
contact?
working for him. Sorry,
You're
it's a bit
working
of
for
the.
Gundren. Understood. Well, we met a fellow. We met a couple. My name is Nash. We were involved with Gundren in the retaking of Wave Echo, and was it Wave
I've heard
Echo?
that story more than a few times.
Yeah, yeah. That
All
was
right,
us.
that's you.
Yeah. But we've met a few people on the road looking to come here and lend a hand and
Oh, they've
perhaps
been
find
coming.
work.
Yeah.
Who should they speak to?
Well, Davis, that's me. I'm one of the foremen there. I'm a good place to start.
All right. Well, I don't want to jump any kind of procedure or anything. You tell me what I should tell them. They're looking for work. They're
Are
new
those
in town.
those ones over there?
Yeah, just those fellas over at the table. Can't vouch for them. We were on the road. I will say that when we had to leave and deal with a few things, they had the presence of mind and at least the moral fortitude to not grab the wagon and run. But that's about the only thing I can say about these fellas. So
They're
don't take it as
willing.
yeah, where I know that a few people, given the fireworks that we
Well, why don't you go tell them to come on over and give us a talking to here, and we'll see what the worth of them is.
very good. And your name is Darvin?
Davis.
Darvis. Very good. Thank you.
It's no R, man. Just Davis.
Davis.
He does that to
Excellent. I will
Brom
do that.
all the time.
Yeah, I'm not
He
really
likes
good
adding
with
errors.
names, but I also don't mind if anybody screws
Well,
up my name.
Dwarves are pretty particular about that sort of thing. Just keep that in
Davis.
mind for the future.
I'll try. Got it. Davis. Okay, and I head back over to the.
Yeah, you go over and you tell them to go talk to them, and so you've kind of
Yeah.
made the connection there for them, and it's up to them now, right? So
Yes.
the alchemist doesn't go over or anything like that. He's not too interested in working in a mine. So
That also works out. Does he have time to talk?
yeah, sure.
So is the table that we're at right now clear?
Yeah, right there. Those booths. The
Is that
booths.
where we are?
The booths in the north are where you're at. That's what those two booths were taken up by the six of them.
All right. Well, I can kind of either wave over the group if you guys want to be involved in the conversation with the alchemist. You guys would notice
He'll
that.
come with you. That's fine. He grabs his mug.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
wave you over
let's
to
come over.
bar table.
Yep. And you can grab a couple stools from that end of the bar, pull them over. That's fine.
Very good.
Oh yeah, and there's a minstrel playing at the on the stage over there too. I forgot to mention.
Not as good as you, Finder.
Free bird.
Free bird.
It's
Sorry. Play some fucking Skinner. Sorry, I yell that. I yell that no matter who the band is.
it's a fairly short gnome in sort of fanciful garb. But the most interesting thing is as he's playing, there's a squirrel that's also dressed up in a little outfit that is also interacting with him on the stage.
Squeakers.
And all sorts of different things are happening. That one time they get in a sword fight and they're going back and forth, and magical effects happen on the stage and lights and things as he tells stories and whatnot. Yeah, so
Lovely. That's lovely.
coins are flying in his direction. But yes, he comes back over to your table, and for the life of me, I'm looking. I'm looking at at my blog actually. So
I feel like it started with an R.
yeah, well, you follow the tracks to a rider. He was laying against a tree. He was poisoned. The man slowly came back to his senses. He gave them a potion. He informed them. You convinced him. No name. Anyway, I'm going to come up with one now then. His
Romulus.
name is...
Good. We can finally stop calling him Guy.
Or
Well, funny thing is, his name is Guy.
Yeah, well, that's why we called him that. Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Guy Tribonar.
That would have
From
taken me a
Tribonar
day
Trail?
to come up with that.
The fascinating process revealed.
Yeah.
It's like I look around and I see something like a little sign or something. Duracell. Okay. Yes, his name is Guy
Oh yeah.
Russell Dur.
That's like, what is it? Remo Williams.
Yeah, that's
Remember
right.
that?
Yeah, it's on the bottom of bedpan.
Yeah. Remo. Oh man, dragging that one out of the
So we could just call him Guy.
guy.
Guy, he comes up, pulls up a chair, nods at you guys. What's going on? Thanks for the
Well,
drinks.
absolutely no problem.
I have a very stern look on my face, as if he did something wrong.
No.
Okay, there's an awkward silence.
I realize you haven't had much time to look around, but I guess if the town works out, would you be interested in settling here? Like, what is your goal? Are you looking to set up an alchemist shop?
Yeah, well, as you recall, I mentioned that I was heading to Neverwinter to make a go at it. I'm from Tribor, um, and well, you folks made it sound so gosh darn interesting. I figured I'd come see what Phandalin has to offer. But my intention is to set up a shop and see if I
Well,
can help people.
you'll notice that the place is pretty packed tonight. In a
Hmm.
little town like this, things are changing fast here. That's why we thought about it.
Yeah,
I
no,
think any kind of business here at the starting now would be.
yeah. I mean, you mentioned that. I mean, I'm not sure where to start, but I suppose I can poke around in the
Well,
morning.
we might be able to help you out with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is that look at the Farouk and Finder and Brian? Is that what we're thinking?
I try not to think. He takes another drink. I leave all the
It's always
business.
nice to.
Oh, go ahead.
It's always nice to keep our friends close.
I don't know. You may have noticed that there's the manor, the ruins at the top of the hill used to be a manor.
No, it's dark when we got here, so I haven't really seen too much.
Well, it was gifted to us, but within it were quite a store of alchemical supplies,
Oh yes.
the kinds of things, tubes and turny things, and the the
Hmm.
stuff.
Fiery things.
Yeah, yeah. Some made of metal, some made of glass. I don't know what it is.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but I guess what we were thinking is that perhaps we could come to some form of arrangement where we help you get set up for future considerations. We're the type that kind of require potions and other supplies. If you get where we're coming from. This is not really my forte. Maybe Finder could explain that a little clearer.
We take a lot. Well, to be fair, some of us take a lot of damage, and that tends to be not so easy to mitigate sometimes. And potions are something that we happen to need a lot of.
Especially combat enhancement as well.
Hmm. Well, anything like that, really. Anything that's going to help us out in a fight.
Well, I mean, I'm prepared to. I was prepared to make obviously a substantial investment up front to get this business going. So I knew I would have to get supplies
Right,
and that sort of thing.
precisely. That's precisely what we're talking about. Now, if we can kind of save you that initial cost, I mean, that would certainly be valuable for you. And additionally, we're also willing to be some of your very first customers and guaranteed patrons, I guess. So yeah, like a patron scenario is kind of what we're looking at.
Yeah.
And even maybe a landlord.
How
Oh,
so?
yeah, I suppose. Well, we have a
The
alchemy
manor.
lab.
Yep. We can set you up in the manor, have a room, build a door for exterior entrance.
The location.
Mm.
Right on the top
I
of a
think that
big hill, so it's
yeah,
seen.
yeah. I guess we could put them up there, but I was thinking maybe putting them in the town,
In town maybe. Yeah.
transferring the supplies to them. But
But if we do the town though, then he would have to cover the rent.
I think he's going to start making money. I think that he's going to, apart from our business, the way things are happening here, and considering what's going to be happening, who knows? With the mine going on, I'm assuming they need.
Yeah, I'm prepared to pay rent. I mean, as
Yeah.
I was expecting to do anyway, and I've got the resources to do that for sure.
Are you married? Is there
No,
a lady in your life?
no.
Hmm. I think we could also maybe introduce him to. I know a lady.
You're just trying to get her off your back.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, not the waitress. The lady in the windmill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The herbologist.
The herbologist. I'm like, we can also set you up with a lady who
He's
could
blushing a little
possibly.
bit. He's like,
Yeah, no, I got to tell you, there's a lady in town. I think you're gonna
There's
like
also a
this.
banshee
Yes,
handy too.
She
Right?
is in the
Well, I
the
think that's what we need to
NPC
do.
list now. I think.
Yes, I think
And
we
you
need
have a
to.
common interest.
Yes, and she's quite knowledgeable about the herbs and the plants and the stuff that's around town. Oh, I think this is gonna work out.
And if you give us like a list of stuff that's common for making potions, while we're out defeating monsters, we can gather those components.
well, that would be
Like
handy
as an
because
example, we just killed a dragon, a chimera.
a chimera, huh?
You were there.
No, sorry. Doug's realizing that chimeras could probably be good for some that stuff too. Um, Doug's gonna have to look into it and see, but
Did
yeah,
you
no,
get
he
those
seems.
books I sent you?
What's that?
I sent you links to books.
Oh yeah. I looked at
2
them
weeks ago.
once and haven't looked back at them again. That was 2 weeks ago, but um, yeah, yeah.
No pressure. We know that you're gonna have to walk around tomorrow. You're
He's
gonna have to
like,
take a look.
this is a lot, but you guys, you're being really very gracious. I
Oh,
appreciate,
it's going to
you're.
be a tit for tat. Like we're
I'm
going
a
to sell you the
businessman.
material or exchange for potions, either or.
Mhm.
Right. We just wanted to let you know before you set your mind to something.
Mhm.
Take your time though. Maybe tomorrow or at some point over the next little while, we'll get you back. We'll have you take a look at the lab because we don't really know what it's, how great it is and if it can be used to. So you'll take a look at what we've got, and
Frankly, that sounds like actually very fortunate for me. One thing about going to
it
Neverwinter
was the
was
girl that sold it, wasn't it?
no, it's
I see how it is,
going to
guy.
Neverwinter. I could have easily gotten the supplies that I needed, and I'm not sure necessarily that I would find them right away in a smaller town like this. So if you've
Probably
got
have
the
to
stuff,
custom.
it's probably going to be really helpful to get started. So I appreciate you thinking of me for that.
Outstanding.
It's no problem. It was my idea.
It was his idea.
We want this to be as mutually beneficial to both of us.
Yeah, so some of the things that you guys are talking about, or that you, Farouk, were mentioning, are definitely um, magic potions that do require um, exotic elements to create. So, I mean, ideal in all sorts of mundane alchemical things as well as magical ones. And it sounds, I mean, you guys have killed a dragon and a chimera in a day? Basically, in 2 days, you've done this?
Yeah, within a couple days.
Um, so,
Seemed to be a bit of a magnet.
sounds like that might be helpful for both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want to how deep I want to get into like a contract or anything like that, but I think we could work something out. This is
Well,
all
I
new to
think the
me,
other
so.
part of it is it just kind of makes sense. Keep in mind that my assumption is that you would be providing those mundane services that alchemists provide for the townsfolk and the people here as well, and that was your goal anyway.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, and
I
so
want to obviously I want to be successful in what I'm doing. So.
we are involved with the mine that is opening here. We have an interest in the people of this town and the prosperity of this area. It's directly related to our prosperity, so it all works out.
Yeah,
Well,
well, we own 40 or 50% of the mine.
60, 70, I can't remember.
I will definitely think on this, my friends.
Very
It
good.
it sounds excellent. Of course, I'll pay the what's appropriate for the supplies, and we can work out a mutual arrangement where if you can provide me with valuable ingredients, then I mean they're worth more than you know. So it could be very beneficial for both of us to work in that direction. So
Yeah, I
What was
definitely
that
can't see you
lady's
going
name?
out fighting a dragon. So
no, and that's another thing. Like in Neverwinter, there could be wheeling and dealing and lots of other contacts to be made and negotiate with for various things. So it's a little different situation here. So you've convinced me to come and have given me what sounds like a good opportunity to start. So you're making it seem less of a risk as the conversation goes on here. So I appreciate that.
and it's going to help out the town, which is our main goal.
And yes, and we'll talk about that other bit there sometime as well. He looks at Nash.
Her name's Adabra, right?
Adabra.
Deborah,
Is
it
that
is.
her?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. And I say, when you're walking around, she was with? Was she hanging out with Sister Gabriel,
Yeah,
The
or was
Shrine of Luck
she
girl, I
with
think.
the Shrine of Luck girl?
yeah, Sister
And
Garael.
that's Gabriel. Let them know it's the Shrine of Luck. Sometimes you can see Adabra. I think sometimes she hangs out over there. I don't know. Her,
Okay, well, I mean, I'm
you
going
know.
to. That's fine. We don't have to.
Yeah. No,
He
no.
starts blushing
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Um,
And it's a professional thing. I got to tell you, I don't think there's anybody around here who's going to know more about the flora and the fauna around here that you can find.
Which is going to help you with your
Right.
alchemical.
Like for that mundane stuff, I think she's the person really that we're going to end up having to talk to anyway. Sorry, that
Okay.
you're going to end up having to talk to anyway.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'll definitely
Yeah, she's a fox. What?
I will definitely look into that. I'm gonna probably go to bed. I'm feeling a little tired
Yeah.
after all
All
this,
right.
but it sounds like I know where to find you to continue this conversation.
Very good.
And I'm just curious if I go into my NPCs list, do I have a picture of the Dabra there?
You do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah, she is a
pretty
fox.
cute.
Yeah.
There you go.
Kind of was regretting my decision to put him on the trail.
Hey, you know what? If you make the introductions and tell her that she get a new source of business for her, she'll remember the favor.
Understood.
Umbridge Hill. All right. Okay. So he's it sounds like it was a good conversation you had with Guy. He's going to head off to bed and get some rest.
As soon as he
And
leaves, I give the people at the table the nod and be like, "He's staying.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah, we got
yeah,
that
he's
guy.
hooked.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's hooked. He's it. We got that."
Okay. Well, I'm going to go over to the owners, and I asked them if there's a taxidermist in town.
hey, Farouk, come on over. Come on over.
Hey.
Taxidermist, eh? I not even. I don't even know what that is.
We have a chimera's head or heads that we need to stuff and mount, something that will keep it from decaying.
Oh,
Hunters commonly do it themselves.
yeah. There's got to be some trappers and hunters around that that would know about that. Let me think. Oh, I do have him in there. It's Hellman Elwes is the guy's name. And I got a picture for him too, the chemist.
Elwes isn't. Oh, okay. I'm talking about the chemist.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
Oh
NPCs
yeah, there he
thing.
is.
It's there. Sorry, I just got
He
looking at
looks
him.
he looks brooding.
Yeah. Sorry, so it's not Guy. It's Hellman.
My favorite mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Ugh. Has no
Oh
flavor.
God,
We know what he was looking at for when he made up that name.
now come
Oh,
on.
Doug's a Miracle Whip boy.
He's making a sandwich.
Okay.
Man,
Yes, it's
I'm watching
Hellman.
Princess Bride.
Carrie always. Yep. Um, okay. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've identified for you guys any existing sort of hunter type people in town. That's what I'm sort of looking through. Although,
Barthen's might be another good spot. They probably would have that kind of service.
yeah, well, Barthen's is the sort of the provisioner.
Provisions.
Ettermath wasn't, was he? The Grove, the ex-adventurer.
Yeah, Is that his name, Ettermath? That's who I was
He
looking for.
wasn't it. Wasn't he? I only say that because he had the orchard, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Wasn't
he
that
was
his
a
apple
harper.
tree? And he used to be like, and he's a half elf, right?
Are you guys even? Where are you seeing that? I'm not even. Oh no.
Upper
It's
left.
just on the map. I just see a
Upper
bunch of
left.
trees and his
Oh
house, so I assumed that was the grove
Yep,
of apple
it is.
trees.
yeah, that's him.
It says Elder Math Orchard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I don't see his NPC thing here, so maybe I didn't put him in there for some reason.
Sacrilege.
That's why you guys were saying that, and I was looking for Eldermath. But yeah, no, I totally got him.
How did Clark remember
And it
that?
seems to me he's there, so because I remember his picture. Duran. Is it? Yes, Duran Eldermath. There he is. He's a half elf, and so if you look at Duran, that's what he looks like.
Yes, that's him.
Yeah, I'm still
I
getting that.
remember him.
Still getting some of that stuff input in there. Yeah, I
And we
mean,
know
you guys had a good talk with him, but he definitely was sort of an ex-adventurer type kind of guy. And you think he might be helpful with taxidermy? Is that where you were going with that?
Well, was he like, he was saying there are hunters and trappers and things like that. I was wondering if that guy was of an outdoorsy site, like what
Oh, like a
basically was
ranger or
he a
something?
ranger in the previous life and he's
Yeah.
now
Well, I'm trying to remember.
well, you're a
growing
ranger in your
apples.
current life, so
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but
you are a ranger.
I'm dumber than a sack of rocks, man.
this
I,
is true.
I could have told you that.
Yeah,
You have your
I can
uses
carve
though.
it up. I can make steaks out of it.
Let
And
me
you can
see.
shoot it dead.
I can shoot it dead and I can track it. I don't know anything about preserving it right offhand.
Let's see here.
I mean, the basics maybe of making leather, but yeah, that's another thing in fifth edition. They don't
No,
have
that'd be
the,
tannery.
yeah, but they don't, like, remember in second edition there was all those jobs and proficiencies
Yep,
and
you still
whatnot.
have those. They're kits.
Oh, well, how do you get them?
Well, some backgrounds will say you can have a kit proficiency. Some will say like a thieves kit as an example. Some are more generic.
Okay, so Duran Edermath is a retired fighter who was a member
Okay.
of a group uh, known as the Order of the Gauntlet, a devout and vigilant group seeking to protect others from the depredations of evildoers. So it's like a knightly order type kind of thing. Yeah. So no, wasn't necessarily like a ranger type kind of guy or anything like that, but he's definitely a fighter, and he's been around. We'd call him a veteran for sure. So maybe not exactly the guy, but I think that I'm going to say that Toblin says that he's got a few ideas, and let me think on it, and I'll get you some names. Or if you're not around, I'll find those people and have them seek you out then, perhaps, so that you can get what you're looking for.
Please.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Anything for you guys, you know that.
I'm glad to see that you're all fully built back up again. Looks like you
Oh.
might need to expand, though.
Well, I tell you, we're busy, but I imagine that the tap house down the road is busy as well. I mean, there's an influx of people for sure,
I
and
mean,
those
the
that,
Sleeping Giant?
yeah, the Sleeping Giant, and those who are getting a break from the mine come and enjoy their time in the town as well. So, I would say the business is improving for everyone.
Well, it looks like you have enough room for 2 more tables closer to the fire. You don't really need dancing area, so.
Well, sometimes we do, but we can move things around, I'm sure. Yeah, no, things have been going really good, and especially now that the red brands have been run out of town, there's optimism amongst everyone here, and it's been rough with the building burned down, as you know, but it's all water under the bridge now. We're back up and running, so.
Yeah, and I'm sure the funds that Keeper and myself helped greatly
Absolutely.
on the building.
Absolutely, yes. Could never forget that. Yeah, so I will make that my duty to track down those people. And essentially, it's the dungeon master sort of wanting a little bit of time to think about it before next week. But he'll no doubt be able to find someone in the area who could help you with that.
Sooner the better, because obviously we don't want it to start decomposing.
No, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, if it's a problem, Braun says, if that becomes a problem, I can sort of cast a spell and keep that from happening.
Oh, well, we should do that as a precautionary, so that way it's at its fullest.
I mean, usually I would use that for, I don't know, humanoid friend who was dead, but
Yep. Well, right now we're in town, so you can be a little more liberal with your spells.
I'll have to do it tomorrow though. I don't usually have that spell on hand. It's not necessary to have it, but yeah, I could do that tomorrow. It'll keep it as fresh as it can be for like 10
2-day
days or
old.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cooler
Good.
down in the basement, so maybe that'll help. All right. So that's out of the way. I will get back to you guys on that, and I just want to be able to flesh out some characters and stuff, and sort of see how I'm going to make that become a part of things. Okay. Yeah. I mean, anything else you guys want to sort of think about for the immediate evening?
No, I don't think there's. I think we contacted the contacts we wanted to hit anyway.
Okay, fair enough. You guys can eat, drink, and be merry for as long as you want, and if that's really nothing else specific that you're looking for, I'll say you guys had a good evening. Finder, did you want to do any sort of bardy things, or are you kind of just taking a break?
I'm just gonna take it easy and see how this new chap is.
Flynn.
Well, Flynn Finneduke?
Nope. Flynn Fallydork. Yep. And his
Slickers and Squawkers?
no sneakers.
Okay.
Anyway, he's just blowing through town. He won't be here tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine.
Now you realize, though,
Let him do his thing. He needs to earn his He needs to earn his survival money right now. I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need
You've
to get.
definitely got to tomorrow
Ever
to
think about getting a
spread.
squirrel finder?
I caught one
Yes.
earlier today. Quite
Got to spread
tasty.
our story.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys can go crash and do your thing.
Well, I do bring up the business proposal thing again, and I'm like, I'm telling you, fellas, it's knocking on the door.
Every
Knock,
time
knock,
we
knocking on
speak to
heaven's
somebody,
door.
it's knocking harder.
Braun's stepping outside for a smoke when this conversation's going on.
Yeah. Then
But he
Uh,
doesn't tell you because he knows that you would follow him if he knew he was going for a smoke. I'm going
Yeah,
to
I
go take a
and
leak, he
totally,
says.
start talking about it.
I totally would follow him if it was a
No,
smoke.
I'm just going to go for a piss, but really he's going outside for a smoke. He doesn't want to listen to this
Yeah.
that stuff.
And then as we drink more, I discuss the possibility of putting together an act with the spider climb boots and the shooting and the magic and the bard stuff, right? So when I get a little bit looser, because I don't drink very often, I really, I'm like, the other thing that we could do, right?
And shoot
I got this
apples
idea,
off
man.
my head.
I know. I really like shooting. I'll be on the ceiling, upside down, and we'll get a girl. We'll get a pretty girl, and we'll put like an apple on her head, or in her mouth, or somewhere, right? And I do that whole thing,
Nice.
right? And
Now,
you're playing guitar, and
ooh,
right,
can
and
I play my pipes?
Guitar.
yeah.
And I got to
Exactly.
stand
Sounds
behind a girl and heal her when you hit her in the head? Great.
sounds like a plan.
I was thinking the apple on my head. That way, if he misses, it's not a big deal. We don't have to pay insurance.
An apple through the
I-
eyeball is still going to, leave a mark,
and
my
nobody's
friend.
gonna pay to see you wear a
Hey.
bikini.
Well,
I'd actually pay to see that.
I'd pay to see that. I mean, look at me.
How much?
I
Who
would
wouldn't?
pay to
How
not
much?
see that.
How much you want?
Oh, okay. How much? Come on.
Dear
It
Lord.
sounds
I'll
like
do
it's
it
going to be
now
a
if you
bidding
don't.
war between me and Nash. So,
Yeah, no, I need to go piss. Have a smoke.
all right, you guys discuss business for a little while and get drunk and talk about dressing up Farouk in female clothing, and
And not.
you guys
Yeah, that's when I go out for a smoke.
Yeah.
sing your way back to the hideout at the end of the night and go crash.
Well, on the way to the hideout, I'm going to play my my
Oh, dude, it's the
bone
middle of the night. You sure
pipes.
you're going to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I am.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know how like the Piper and all the rats follow him and stuff like that. No, even the rats run away when you start playing your thing.
Sweet.
You could take up an exterminator job with those kind of skills.
Just saying. 4.
Yeah. No. Lights come on, shouting from some of the houses as you are walking down the
Deadpans.
street. Cut it out! Shut it up down there!
Yes, Finder. And I put it away.
Something's thrown. It bounces off the road.
I blame it on Finder.
Okay.
Ugh, don't associate me with that raucous noise. I've got a reputation to uphold.
I don't.
Why do you have those? And what? Can you? Somebody take it from him, please.
Yeah, somebody look over. Yeah, look
No.
over there for a second, Farouk.
What's that
I'm
over
not that
there?
drunk.
Anyway, you guys harass each other in a playful way and head on back and crash. So I do kind of want to go into sort of an interstitial thing here. I want to sort of find out a little bit more about what you guys want to do. I know you want to do your taxidermy stuff, and that's something that you're going to be able to do. It'll probably have a price tag attached to it, and I'll introduce you to the local furrier guy in the town or something like that who can do that. I'll let you know who that is. But what other, if we're going to go into a slightly extended duration, sort of off time situation, um, do you guys have anything specific that you want your guys to be working on over the next little while? We've got a little while here just to kind of figure some of that stuff out, and then maybe we can pick up next week with some. Leave me with things to think about, and
I I'm gonna be sending a letter to that lore master fellow
mhm.
and send him like I like the idea that Finder had like skin samples and just stuff that I think he might be interested in with the
Mhm.
chimera, and then the drawings that Lucius or whatever his name was,
Lucian.
Lucian, yeah. Um,
Lucian does.
yeah, Lucian's going to need a few days to do
Yep,
the
that's
anatomy
fine.
stuff,
Um,
Hellman. If you mention it to him, he can suggest that he has a solution that you can put these parts in that you want to send away so that they'll stay um, not they
very
won't
good.
rot basically whatever.
Well,
And then I
if
would
they're
ask,
casting that spell, then we don't have to worry about rotting anyway.
I like the professional part of the whole Hellman alchemist thing. I like it because can Lucian help me write a letter? Actually, can Finder or Lucian help me write a letter?
Absolutely.
Who's Lucian
Uh,
again?
the
The
the artist.
yeah.
That's not Lucian.
I like Lucian
I
better though.
I just make up names from what I
Aurelius.
remember.
Aurelius.
And to
Aurelius
me,
Flamboyus.
he's like Lucius in my head now, and I'm gonna have a hard time getting rid of it. But
You know,
anyway, Aurelius.
Yeah.
Aurelius, yeah.
I need one of them to help me write a letter because I'm not very good at it. But basically, the point would be
Oh, he'll work with you on that.
to talk to the lore master and say, you know, like here's another like here are more specimens that I think he might be interested in. But then also basically say, I think this is working out for kind of the both of us. He seems like the sort of person, just as like when we needed to figure things out, we came to him. I'm looking to continue. We intend to stay in the area, and we're looking for other things of this nature, rare artifacts, things that might interest him as well. And the thing is, if he can point us in the direction of some interesting things that maybe he would like to figure out, we will give him first crack at anything that we find.
You talking about the alchemist or the guy in Neverwinter?
The guy in Neverwinter. The
Yeah,
alchemist would be
Keeper
considered
Volstagg
part
is
of our
his name.
team, right? And if we send him the stuff and it's like actually somewhat professionally preserved and done that, I say we say, lore master, hey, people are going to be coming to him. He knows what's going on. He probably knows this area. And I mean, I even there was an ancient civilization that Finder and Keeper were somewhat interested in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Netherese or
Something like that.
So anything that he can kind of, it seems like we're in the area, we'll be staying here, and we are interested in finding and dealing in rarities, curiosities, living or otherwise.
Rarities and curiosities. Just so.
Yes. And so if he points us in the direction, we will give him first crack. That would be the only thing that I would say Nash would be interested in at this point. The rest of it's going to be like hanging out, smoking with people, getting to know people, that sort of thing, networking.
Okay. I'm just taking a note here. Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds pretty good. Starting up a sort of a correspondence with Keeper Volstagg, and you just want to personally get to know some of the people around town. Now,
Yeah.
Braun wants to set up a forge so he'll figure out how much it's going to cost to get that set up.
That's going to be probably an expensive prospect, really.
Yeah, I'll have to think about it. But he wants to be able to. Whereas, I mean, he had enough money, he could have bought some plate mail when Farouk did, but he said no. I want to make my own. I mean, I've got the skills, I've got the extra metal, we've got all this stuff that we brought back. You got chainmail armor and stuff, and weapons, and remember that, Farouk? You made sure you grabbed all that so we'd have extra metal.
Yep.
So he's going to turn those into like blocks of steel that he can use to forge with, and he's going to build himself a suit of plate mail. That's sort of, I guess, his main goal. Where yours was kind of your goal to get enough money to get the plate mail. His is like, I'm going to make it. So, but he's also got building. He's got a lot of these sort of artisan skills that he has. So he's also a mason. So he'll have any input that you guys want. If you guys need input on things that you want to change about the hideout, you want to blow some walls out or change, you know what I mean? If you want specific things to be done with the manor, he can be sort of a liaison with the builders there and make sure that you guys get what you want, that sort of thing. So it sounds like his off time is going to be spent, actually doing work and using his muscles and building things, and he doesn't really care about getting to know people in town as much as Nash does or anything. He just was pretty much going to put his nose to the grindstone. So that's Nash and Braun's kind of story, I think, so far. What about you and Finder, Farouk?
For me, I really don't have very much to do currently between. So I'm just going to spend my time building them on the manor, helping out.
Okay. They are starting to get a more formalized militia going in town, and the town master. You're talking to him at some point, and he'll suggest that maybe if you had time, you could help train up some of the new recruits.
Yeah.
You're an accomplished
Any,
fighter.
anybody who wants to learn spearmanship, I'm definitely the one.
Yeah, well, you can do all kinds of things, but spears are a great weapon for um, sort of the untrained to start with, because it's just a pointy stick essentially. Um, so yeah, if you're
Excuse me, it's a vital weapon.
no, it is,
The
it is,
best weapon out there.
it is, that's what they would throw. Peasants would be given like spears and stuff because they were just a little bit easier than a sword to wield. Um,
Cheaper too.
yeah, cheaper too.
This is one of those things where it's a good weapon to start, but it's a very tricky weapon to master.
I would say. So he throws that out there, and and if it's something that you want to do to kind of keep your your reflexes going, and
Mm-hmm.
you sort of take part in training up the next group of people that'll be coming up to defend the town. That's something that he asks about. If you
And I
want,
can definitely train more advanced the pikemen.
well, you kind of have the opportunity where you can kind of have a say in how the defense is set up for the town. It's kind of like I'm giving you the opportunity as a player to kind of say, I think I want these guys to all wear studded leather armor with shields and spears and whatever. You're given the opportunity to sort of command the training of these guys in the style of your choosing.
Pikemen in the spearmen in the front, pikemen in the second line.
Well, if that's the way you want to sort of approach it, that's fine. So anyway, that's something that you can spend some of your time on if you're up for it, and you also want to sort of have some input on helping with the manor house, right?
Yeah, to help physically. I have a lot of strength and endurance, so might as well, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's if you want to, like you don't have to. It's like you feel like you want to get some exercise that day, you can go chip in.
And it's about speeding up the process as well.
Yeah, exactly. And so, Finder, what about you?
Well, I mean, my primary interest is watching humans, right? Watching people go about their daily business, really. I'm going to probably try to see if I can pick up some information from this alchemist when he comes in and does his thing.
Mhm.
But I don't think there's anything really specific. I'm just going to make keep notes and continue my studies on the bizarre, unusual creature that is the human.
Right. So I guess that would be part of my question too. Is from your bardic position, probably learning more stories of the area, sort of building up knowledge. You'll pick up more local stories and songs, perhaps that
Absolutely,
you'll want to
absolutely, yeah.
commit to your memory.
Anybody that has, that will sit down and talk with me for a while would
Yeah, I mean
probably get some time.
you're only newly arrived essentially to the coast here, so you're still learning every day about even just average lives of people and things that they like and enjoy and what's entertaining to them and what sort of ghost stories or legends in the area, that sort of thing. So you can even spend some time with that other minstrel guy there and maybe learn a few songs or stories off of him and share some information. And
Yeah, sure.
yeah, okay. So yours is sort of an academic focused in between time, I
Exactly.
guess. Is there anything in the game that you want to do? Do you want to try to, I don't know, create a spell or I don't know. I don't know what there is to do, but keep your options wide open.
Yeah, I would maybe be inclined to pick up another language, but I have a few. I don't know anybody who's going to be able to give me anything new
Yep. Okay.
around here. Maybe something dwarven because all the dwarves are coming in and out. I might take some time and see if I can pin some of that down too.
Oh yeah, I mean that stuff would terribly interest you too. I mean you don't know that much about dwarves, but talking to the
Fascinating.
dwarves in the bar, you find out about different clans, and they're all a mixture here. There's some of them are from the northern mountains, some of them are from Illifarn, some of them are yeah from all over. So lots of stuff to learn. So now I sort of have an idea of sort of what you hope to gain from that. So that helps. Um, okay. Anything anybody else wants to say about things that they want to try to achieve? Because essentially,
Um,
yeah, go ahead.
Another thing too, whereas I'm getting into the trophies and all that, I want to try to learn or get information that I can carry around because I probably will never remember with my intelligence uh, about what parts of creatures might be of value.
Right. So you can probably work with Hellman on that a little bit. He's not an experienced, aged alchemist sage or anything like that, but
Well,
um,
not necessarily for just alchemy though. I mean, like as an example, a chimera, the heads obviously are valued. The wings are usually valued. You know, for whatever purpose.
exactly. Yep. Uh, I would say that Phandalin is probably not the place where you're going to learn a lot about that. Uh,
Nope.
but whatever little sources come through, that's something that you're interested in learning about because
Yep.
you're essentially sounding like you want to turn into a big game monster hunter.
Well, yeah, and then basically have the trophies, make extra money off the parts. I mean, there's several books that I've seen that give information. Like I'm looking at the chimera in that book, and wow, they're not worth a lot. The heads are the things that are worth the most.
Yeah, I don't know. All this extra stuff you guys want to do, I'm all for it. I may have to spend some time looking it up and figuring out how I'm going to handle it. That's all. But I don't want to
Mhm.
discourage you guys from doing anything. So
Yeah.
you're getting into monster hunting, taxidermy, alchemy, business ventures. It's all good. It's all good, guys.
Yeah, the Hammond's harvesting handbook is, I think, it's probably what you should go with. Looks
Yeah,
like
well, you can look
sure.
around and stuff, but I looked at a few, and a lot of them are very different. So I'm not sure which one I'm gonna go with, or if I'm gonna make up my own, or just what. Um,
But I'd look at that one. That one seems to be very, very interesting.
Okay. So just that I have my notes good here. So Nash, you were going to correspond with Keeper Volstagg. Was there something else that you were going to do as well? I'm sorry.
I just envision Nash kind of, like I said, making kind of, I guess, doing what Finder's doing, but less academic. Like go and visit Ettermath and have a drink and see what he's actually
Oh,
doing
right.
there and smoke and hang out and
Get to know.
just go and make
That's what it was.
sure see what's going on in town and meet people and spend some time actually getting to know this place and the people.
Okay. Perfect. That's good. And Finder was going to learn about Bard and historic stuff in area.
Human and dwarf.
Yes, human and
Since
dwarf
we do have a little sub-commune of them here.
interest. Yeah, I mean, the fact that you're actively trying to learn something means that I get to tell you things, I guess.
Yeah, and I absolutely am trying to pick up the dwarven language. So
Okay.
it's one of the special skills of the anthropologists is that they pick up communications ability quickly. But
I am not going to say that you can't learn another language with enough applied effort.
oh, there's rules for it. There's rules for it.
Oh, is there? I
Oh
didn't
yeah.
even know that.
I think in Xanathars or
Is it
Dungeon Master
is
Guide,
it like a
one of them.
feat, basically?
Yeah, it's kind of like learning a feat, but yeah, there's rules behind it. I don't remember where they are.
It's probably in the DMG. I'm sure. I'll have to look for it.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it's in the DMG. I would be able to tell you exactly where it was, but I don't want to wake Ryan up.
No, that's fine. He's your knowledge base. I get it.
Yeah.
And I believe you can also learn tools, kits through there as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll look
Can
at
I
that.
learn to
I
be
mean,
a
anybody
fletcher?
can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
here's the
anybody
thing.
can use those kits. It just don't get proficiency.
Right.
If
If you want our downtime to mean something and be able to do something, then you should be able to apply it towards learning new things as well. I think so. That's another benefit of downtime because it does take time to do these things. And if you're adventuring, you're not doing these things basically.
If I
Okay.
was going to learn anything, it would be fletching.
Yep, get a wood carver's kit, I believe it is. That's what I have.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be practicing on that as well.
Yeah.
So far, I've crapped out.
I don't know what if this would be valuable or not, but I think that being able to cast comprehend languages has got to be some kind of a help. Just as an additional note.
Yes.
Oh, in learning a language, that'd be like having Google Translate while you're.
Whether you retain it is a different story.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Farouk, you specifically were going to help with the manor, and you were going to. I've forgotten already. That's why I want to
Help
make
train.
Oh,
spearmen
right.
and pikemen.
Yeah, I came up with that. train the militia. Nice. These also give me things to think about so that I can come up with little narratives to sort of fill in the blanks and make it an interesting story for you guys when we get back together again.
And spears and pikes are relatively cheap to make, so easiest to start.
It sounds kind of
training
like overkill. Like, isn't taking pikes like the same as taking spears, really?
No. A, it has reach. B, you
What?
can use Polar Master on it. C, you can use Great Weapon on it.
Well, maybe Nash can help them maybe learn shooting the bow better or something if he has time to do that.
Yeah, I can't help that.
I can do that. I mean, it's just a spear that's really small that you shoot. No
Kind of
problem.
like a small javelin. Yeah.
Uses dexterity instead of strength.
So forge and build armor. And once he gets the forge set up, then he can help the team create whatever they need, or repair armor, or whatever we need to have done. But yeah, I don't know, Steve. I don't know what the cost is going to be, but probably setting up the forge is probably going to be a bit of a. But the money he saved from not buying plate mail, he can spend on getting the forge.
Well, an anvil should be less than 100 gold. So
So
you'd be able to use all those weapons we've gathered and convert that into an anvil.
Oh, I'm sure that somebody's.
that's the thing. This game has had enough time now that every question you can come up with, somebody's already asked and got an answer for. So I'll
Yep.
find something about it, and we'll figure that out. Okay, well there we
As
go.
I've said before, in the immortal words of Nelson Muntz, if you hadn't done it, some other nerd would have. So quit milking it.
That's right. And if you guys have any thoughts throughout the week, if you ever sit down and think about the game or anything, fire off something to me, because if I get it before next week, then I can incorporate it into my sort of narrative that I'm gonna build. So, but yeah, it's about 11 o'clock, guys. So I didn't get a lot done tonight. We did a lot of talking, but
Killed the chimera.
We got a lot done, just not a lot of actual combat or anything like that.
yeah.
But we're starting some wheels a turning right here.
Well, and I really want you guys to think over the next week, if there's a direction, if you guys want to start up a text string talking about this or whatever, if there's a direction you guys want to head in, tell me. I'm giving you that option. Otherwise, I'm just gonna flounder and just get you guys to come up with something for you guys without you having any input.
Absolutely, I will
Okay.
give you some information.
Yeah, like I really want to go explore. God, I don't know, the jungles of Chult or something. Like, okay, well, I guess we can maybe look at whatever. Anyway.
I haven't been there yet.
Anyway, you guys chew on that for the next week. We'll get together next week and carry on with chapter 3. All right. Later, taters.
Good. Have
It
a good
isn't-
night.
Ciao.
It is in Xanatars, by the way. The end.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look that up.
Okay.
Have a
Cheers.
good one.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bonne nuit.
Au revoir.